Day after day, we appear. Goes to be. Come back another day. Alright. Flying all over the world. We're in Europe now. I am Swedish. Not really Swedish. I've been to Sweden though. I was there when I was in high school. Very nice people there. Very nice. Over more do. Dog more dog. I do. be real good on these tires. Try to make them last 6 laps. Bollards everywhere. My tires are doing really good. Tires were already going to shit. There goes his lead. And he's probably going to pit in right now too, because his tires are just garbage. Maybe 3 laps. That would be awesome. Everyone's tires are starting to go to shit. Might be able to get 2 more laps out of these tires. fucked up. What up? dick. See that? Oh, he's gonna fucking get it. Fucking dive bomb me and hit me like that. Fucking dirty. That's the only way he fucking was able to pass me. Had to fucking hit me. Yeah, so Teddy Westside dive bombed me and hit me in the ass end, knocked me off course, and took my lead. Because he's fucking garbage. Yeah, I won't make the same mistake again. Frame rate. Dirty piece of crap. Yeah, that was all my mistake. I'll make a chat. I don't know if I have you on this account though. Add this account, okay? It is, here, I'll show you my screen so you can see it. Maybe. Why isn't it showing it? I think it's just gonna show my, the name of it that I put on it. Oh yeah, HRA, all capitals, hyphen, B capital, S, capital R, ODEO7S. Add me. And I'll make a chat. I don't think I have you on this account. Oh wait, yeah I do. I got you. I got you. I got you. What up?
Nothing, man. I was gonna say, I think I had you on this account first because I was watching your stream on this account. You were
Oh,
doing
okay.
up or doing something.
Okay.
And you were like, I have a main account, but I think that's kind of what
That's,
happened.
yeah, that's just BsRodeo7s. It's all small letters.
Yeah.
So if I don't have you on that account, add me.
Yeah, and I don't know, I'd have to go back and look.
Alright. Are you racing? These races were so filthy that I was like, I'm going to a different country.
Let's see. I think, you know what? I only have you on this current account, I think. Oh, well, it's not gonna show because it's offline.
Okay.
I gotta go through a shit ton of people.
Right.
If I have you.
Yeah, I don't have many people on this account because I'm not on it that much. I'm only on it when things get really dirty. And if they're dirty here, then I go to my Japanese account. So, you know, I just try to avoid all the bad drivers and see the times in other countries that it's got cleaner driving, you know? Like when all the kids aren't up yet or, you know, whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm just making a right now.
Gotcha. Every fucking race, the bollards have been knocked everywhere. That's so funny. You have to keep avoiding them. But yeah, I kind of took on the strategy of take racing mediums. I'm real good on my tires on this track, so I can make them last 6 laps with no problem. And then I switched to my hards. But the last race, I pitted in, and I was like, fuck, I forgot to switch to hards, so I had to pit in again. Otherwise, I would have won. But that one guy fucking dive bombed me on the last lap, the first chicane, and he's all blaming it on his tires. I'm like, dude, you're in a freaking Nissan GTR. It's bad on tires. It's a heavy car, so you gotta brake earlier anyways. Plus you had my slipstream. And he knocked me off so bad it reset me. And it left him on, so he got ahead of me. I was like, God, really? You know. Are you trying any of the daily races?
I haven't today.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried a couple last night after they set them, and I was like, no, people were just horrible. You know, because this was last week's manufacturer's race. That's why I'm getting such good times in my Lexus. Because, you know, this is my manufacturer car. I know how to drive this thing really well. I've used these cars for like 3 seasons. And then it's just kind of trying to avoid everybody. Watch out for all these dirty assholes. Oh my god. And then someone went off track, hit a fucking bollard in front of me, and it fucking made me spin out. 17th place, starting from 7. Nice. Just a bunch of people to pass. You know, and it's like, your time is slower, you know? Why are you just getting in the way? And that's all most of these people are doing. And now I'll go to pass people because I'm at the back and it's going to be all dirty as hell. And these people are all over the damn place. Fucking blocking and everything. It's not my fault they want to go slower than me through a fucking turn, you know? I like it when you go to pass people and they start fucking hitting you from behind or the side, you know? Ah, and the dick just fucking knocked me off course. God, I knew that was gonna fucking happen, but someone behind me hit me too. It's just a dirty fucking race, you know, with the chicanes. These people don't know how to handle these fucking chicanes. They don't know how to brake, they don't know how to fucking do anything. And I just got spun out again. Fucking getting sick of this.
I was looking at some other games.
Yes, I do. I have a set of Corsa, I have some of the F1s. I have quite a few games. It doesn't matter, you know, I've been playing this damn thing for years and it just gets frustrating. That's why I quit for a while. And it's like I come back and it's worse. Yeah, so the people that punted me before or did anything dirty, they're just gonna get punted, you know? I don't put up with this shit. I'm getting so sick of it. I had somebody call me dirty in a race that I was driving perfectly clean. And last lap, last chicane of Spa, the guy dive-bombed me on the outside and then hit me out on the second part of the turn. And he's like, you were blocking me. I'm all, no, all I did was when you were like over a second behind me, I moved to the inside so you wouldn't dive bomb me. I was defending my inside line. You know, there's a big difference. Blocking is when somebody's coming up and behind you and you're just fucking moving over in front of them and, you know, completely blocking them. Don't let them by. They go to get by you. You fucking start hitting them. And, you know. Fortunately for this guy right in front of me, he isn't the one that hit me, so I'm gonna be nice to him. But I'm gonna hit the shit out of that guy. Got by one, got the guy that got me. I love revenge. You know what I really like to do is when people are getting on my ass in a turn, as soon as we straighten out, hit my brakes and they'll just fucking spin out. That's the best way to get somebody. And you won't get a penalty coming out of a turn. It's fucking awesome. You know, it's like little things you learn. Hey, I can get away with this. But don't do it before the turn or on a straightaway. Because I don't care about my DRSR on this account. You know, I don't. I don't do any FIAs or anything with this account, so I don't even care. So this one, people just get fucking punted for dirty driving.
Where's Hako?
I don't know, he's been fucking playing some other game with this chick. That little Mexican chick that he met. That's all he fucking plays now. Every time I see him online, he's playing that, and so is the girl. I'm like, oh, I'm like, really? Dude, she's freaking Hispanic from the desert. She lives about a half hour, 45 minutes from where I live. You know, I'm like, you don't want her. You know, and he's way up in Canada anyway, so I don't know what the hell he's thinking, you know? Apparently he got a job. That was part of the reason why he hadn't been online so much. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know. I don't. Right, right. Well, that's kind of common though with anyone at his age.
Well,
Really, Hako?
no.
Oh. Oh, okay. Right. Right.
This is very recent. Like this happened like within the last 6 months. And, like in my head, I'm trying to do that. Your father abandoned you.
Right. Right.
But you're looking up because it says he has a girlfriend.
Right.
So, mind you, he's had Helen's in before. He's talking about this girl. And he's like, oh, he's great, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, he's so busy with his father is so he invited me. I thought he invited me to chat this morning. This is a while back. And I thought, okay, well, you know, he's probably looking something over there.
Right.
He's all.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. I was like, well, this. Well,
Right? Right? They have online psychologists now. You can
yeah.
talk to them on your phone.
I was like, well, then again, I was like, well, this is probably a really fitting.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I got into that crap when the whole internet thing started, you know, chatting with girls and hooking up with girls, and I just saw it as a big waste. I was like, every single one of them fucking lies. They send you a picture from like when they were in high school, you know, and you're like, what happened to that skinny girl in the picture?
Yeah, because you know what the funny part is? I actually knew that chick from a video game from Destiny 1.
Right?
And she was randomly in stream, I guess. So, whatever that means.
I got that guy again. He passed me when I pitted him. Well, he caught up to me when I pitted him. And he dive bombed the first chicane and I fucking spun him out. Sorry.
No, so he was telling me, he's like, yeah, you know, and so he's told me, yeah, this fucking bitch, she fucking took my followers, and, you know, like, I just can't do it anymore, and blah, 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 and then I'm like,
oh my god. Yeah.
It's like, that'll still play your time.
Yeah. It'll get your mind off it.
But I think he's allergic to labor.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you're 54 and can't have a job.
Right. Right.
Even if you were right.
I could probably file for unemployment. I haven't even thought about that. You know, 'cause we were dealing with this whole COVID thing in California.
Yeah, well, yeah, because, you're further down south, right?
Yeah, I'm near Los Angeles.
Right.
Palmdale.
Yeah. That's right.
That's right.
Why can't they color the grill on these glasses?
Oh, which one is it?
It's the...
RCF? Oh, no, you can only do it on one of the RCFs.
And I just noticed right now, I was going to choose the color on the thing. I just noticed that there's like a little carbon fiber pattern on if I just leave it black.
Right.
If I just leave it black. Color, like,
Hey, somebody actually let me pass and clean.
saw that. I'm watching you.
One clean driver out of this whole race.
I finally got my hands on the ads. I haven't been doing so much. I finally got my hands on it. I do that little move.
Right.
But
okay.
I've been doing a move where I let the game run overnight.
Right. Okay.
And then, buy it when the score resets on Tuesdays or whatever.
Right.
But I'll look for blue colors. Those crazy, like, chameleon colors.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got a bunch of those too.
Yeah.
They're on my other account though.
Yeah. I've just been fooling around with it though. I usually use them for the cars. It's kind of get wonky when you start putting patterns with them.
Right.
So I just kind of use those colors now for the rims.
Right.
Just find one that's like cool. Like if I'm going to look at I don't know, like a purple and green. It's like purple.
Right.
I'm not very good at livery though, dude.
I like making them. Pretty much me, I just pick a couple colors and then throw Hello Kitties all over everything. That's the Japanese part of me, you know?
I'm trying to do like overlaying patterns, like same pattern, use the basic color as outline, drop the other, probably.
Right. Huh. Yeah, when you finish it, post it. Check it out. I like checking out things that people do, you know? I got a lot of buddies that do things like that, and I'm like, post it. I'll fucking repost it for you. Driving this car funny right now. Go ahead, sorry.
So just finished just the nightcap one. So yeah. I had to go to the place.
Right, right.
First of all, feels about that. I'm wrong with specific.
Right.
It's just a little bad that you had.
Yeah.
That's how he feels, especially because he's passive aggressive.
Right.
So as soon as there's anything that he's gonna
Right.
walk down the street, spit game.
Right. I only spit game at people I feel like it should be spit at. You know, I don't even waste my time with ones that I, wouldn't even think about.
So, like, there's random chicks. I remember there used to be one there. I don't know if that had anything to do with some other stuff.
Right.
Talking like normal, and then all of a sudden, like, it was like, oh, baby, you just gotta go like this, let me show you, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Oh, why did I know that was gonna happen? Because he had a fucking 2-second penalty? Jesus Christ. You still got a fucking 2-second penalty, dick. He just fucking, he let me pass him. He was going slow so I could pass him. And then he just fucking ran me. He's got that fucking penalty though. Oh, and he just spun out. That guy's hoping he'd fucking unghost right in front of me. Usually I'm pretty good at avoiding some of these people. But you know, when you move over to avoid them and they move over and just slam you, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. And not only that, they're on the speaker.
Yeah. This guy behind me is going to try to dive bomb me too, watch. Here's what I'm going to do. He's going to get right behind me. And then as soon as he gets close, I'm going to fucking dip to the side. Come on, dick! This guy's going to fucking get punted right here. Fucking Herbio. See? Piece of garbage. Herbio! I don't know what the hell he is. Piece of garbage. All the people at the back are just garbage, you know? It's not my fault they can't fucking drive.
Oh, so this winter, he's just getting set up over
Right. You know, I had a couple of friends like that when I was younger, you know, and it's like, as much as they're your friend, it's like you gotta put out a little bit of harsh love, you know.
No, he just takes it as.
And I ended up taking 8s because of all the fucking people with their 20-second penalties. Yeah, I don't know why people can't put hard tires on.
Well, it's because like him specifically, he doesn't have a lot of communication with females. So
Right.
he's gonna believe, you know.
Okay, so any girl touches him, he's like that one.
Yeah,
What
he's
was
gonna
that?
start.
The one Big Bang Theory where it had that guy and he was like a butt doctor, proctologist, or something like that, and he brings the guys to his house and all this stuff, and one of the girls that deals with them like touched him. He's like, she touched me for 3 Mississippis. You know, is he like that? Ooh, she touched me. She must like me.
Yeah, of course. Like so, automatically, even though he's self-proclaimed himself to be ugly and fat, I'm inclined to definitely agree.
Right.
But it's like if so, then what's the play here, fella? You know, if
Right.
you're making these advances, the chicks that do play with him don't hang around long because they kind of get creeped out.
Right.
If they keep
Okay.
like messing around and then like you know whispering and sending messages,
Right.
but because he doesn't have a gauge of like if you don't like him and you're talking to him like you specifically, let's say you're talking to him and you don't
Right.
like the cut of his jib, let's say, right?
Right.
It won't take long for him. Well, it'll take him a while to catch on because he's gonna be like, "You're a fucking," because you're a dude.
Right.
If you were a woman, on the other hand, and you're not feeling what he's saying, he won't
Right.
get the hit. He'll
Right.
stay on. You know what I mean?
Right. I got you.
So he's one of them bars.
Some people, well, you know, it's probably because he's nervous, and maybe he wants that female to understand him, or he's hoping that she'll understand him, you know? I don't know, it's hard to say. Everybody's different, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Me, when I was younger, fuck, I always had hot girlfriends. They were like models and shit like that, you know? So I'm like, I don't even care. People are like, dude, look at that girl, she's so hot. I'm like, go talk to her. Dude, I can't talk to her. I'm like, why not? Dude, she's so hot. I'm like, so what? I'm like, have you seen some of the hottest girls in the world? They're going out with fat, ugly guys. Because they had a good personality and they went up and talked to them. Don't be afraid, it's just a person, you know?
It's just dialogue.
Right. You just gotta find some sort of common ground. And usually with girls, it's not that easy. You just start giving them little compliments and let them talk. And they'll love you. You know, most of the time. Oh, geez, I've been talking for so long. Don't you want to say anything? Oh, I'm good. Go ahead and keep talking. Oh, okay, blah, 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 blah. You know? They're just people like us. You know, and the sad thing is like, you say your buddy's not that good looking and whatever, and it's like, somewhere in the world, there's some woman that would probably see him and go, oh my god, he is so fucking hot. You know? You never, well, look at some of the people out there, and people are saying that about him, you know? So somewhere in the world, there's somebody that's just gonna be like, oh my god, that is it. He is the shit.
It's that whole, there's somebody out there for everyone.
Right. But, you know, they aren't just gonna fall in your lap. Most of the time. And the ones that do, you probably don't want to be around. Because when I was younger, This is why I had all the girlfriends that I did. When I was younger, I played guitar at my church. Everybody saw me. We had like 10,000 people at our church. And then after that, I went and became a pro snowboarder for a while. And, you know, I had girlfriends that would go out with me just because I was a pro snowboarder. I wouldn't go out with him if he wasn't. Well, why the fuck am I out with you? What are you? You aren't pro nothing. Pro ho. You know? I was like, what the fuck do you have to offer to this game? At least I've got an accomplishment. Hate it when the ghost gets right in front of me. Oh, track limit. It's funny, on my other account, I beat the score by like a second almost. My time was like a low 149 But I try not to have like a super good time, because I know anyone up at the front is going to get slammed first chicane. You know? If you make it through it, you're lucky. But yeah, friends and advice, you know, it gets difficult. Some people can handle the criticism, some people can't. Me, I'm like, fuck, as long as you're honest, I don't give a fuck what you say to me. As long as it's truth. You can call me a fucking son of a bitch if you want, I don't care.
This is one of those people that has like it's almost like, I would consider it almost like a mental illness.
Right.
Because he's suffocating in his own. This is not somebody, he's not somebody who pulls himself in that regard.
Right.
It's always
low self-esteem.
Yeah, it's a victim mentality.
And people don't realize that doesn't impress girls. Girls want a man that has some confidence.
Well, his angle is the sympathy for that.
Yeah, well, that only lasts so long. Because then the sympathy turns into, now you're fucking pissing me off. You know? There's only so long that someone can put up with it. You know, I had one friend like that, and, you know, a guy friend, and we were just friends, and he was so down on himself about everything. I'm like, dude, why do you think most people don't want to talk to you? So what do you mean, don't want to talk to me? I'm all, have you noticed when we were like at Brandon's house or something and we're partying, the girls are talking to everybody else and you're sitting there talking to the guys? Yeah. Well, one, you're not initiating, and two, every time they do hear you talk, you're complaining about something.
Right.
So, you know, what girl wants to go out with somebody that's complaining about everything? Girls want to be with somebody that's going to make them feel good about themselves, you know, and feel good about the person that they're with. Not, oh yeah, there's my fucking man. He's a little bitch. Don't talk. Don't get him started. You know? Yeah, exactly. And you know, girls aren't dummies, you know, they're just like guys. They see the same shit that we see in girls. Oh yeah, this one's a fucking nutcase. You know? Let me stay as far away from this one as I can. So, you know, it's like I say, sympathy, it won't work out. I mean, he's better off being around a bunch of women and doing something to hurt himself so he gets the Nightingale effect, you know? Seriously, that is like the best sympathy he could get, as opposed to just complaining about shit.
Yeah, nah, well, that's what he does. He complains about his personal circumstances.
Right.
His financial woes, and if only.
Well,
blah, blah, blah.
get a fucking job, and you won't have all the jobs.
I'm sorry, but Alex, that's just a theory that doesn't operate.
But that's how it works.
So,
I don't know.
He's all pity party.
Yeah. And see, and I'm sure it even affects you when you talk to him, right?
Yeah, it sucks. It's a downer.
Yeah, you're like, fuck. Oh God, it's him again.
And once again, that's why I haven't talked to him for a long time. And the second I do, and he's up, like he has this sort of, it's a false sense of self-confidence.
Right.
It's still based on somebody else, not himself.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's based on this chick that he met, and he's like, oh, because I was fucking with him. He's like, oh, dude, have you had sex lately?
Right.
He was like, it's like,
My hand.
I don't with a girl when I was like, I don't think she's really your girl, but play that game with me.
Right? You're like, did you get a fleshlight?
Because if you don't, I've got a lightly used one here. Yeah, gently used, oil change, deadly 5,000.
That's hilarious.
It's selling you the code.
I was fucking with my mom the other day because I went out in the garage and I found a box of dust masks. I was like, we should go over to Lowe's and fucking sell them for like $1 a piece. Oh my God! Yeah, I love it when people fuck up in front of you and turn in front of you. There's this fucking guy right here, so he's gonna fucking, yeah, do something stupid like that. God, I'm getting tired of racing in this fucking country now. Look, it's not even resetting me. Jeez. My car's like stuck. Alright, let's see how I can do from 17 seconds behind. I bet I'll fucking catch up to him quicker than you would probably think. Hey, look, I already fucking gained 12 seconds on him. Yeah, 7.8. Gaining.
Quicker than shit. Joey Exotic would say.
Well, now I can turn my traction control off at least and go faster. I have to turn it on for those first 2 chicanes or else they just completely wreck me. You know, no traction, trying to get started. Fuck, cold tires.
I've been experimenting with traction control and I kind of leave it on now.
Really? Well, I've gotten to where I just leave it on like the first lap of any new tires. Just till they heat up. But otherwise, I just notice it's faster.
But you know what? You just reminded me.
You need cheese. I'm taking apart my engine for my Audi. I already took one apart. I ordered a used engine because my engine was fucked up. It had a bunch of valves that ended up breaking. So I ordered a used engine with like 70,000 miles on it. And the crank, the main crank is wrong. Where it hooks up to the flywheel, it doesn't stick out enough, so my flywheel won't go on it. So I've got to take my crank out of my original engine, which I've already done. And in order to put a crank in, you've got to take damn near everything off the engine. Pain in the ass.
See, because I just, I don't know if I was telling you or if I was telling you this, because I have to do the belts.
Right? Timing belt?
Yeah, I'm going to do both.
Do the timing belt and the water pump at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I did. I ordered both.
Okay.
I ordered the
Okay.
set.
Yeah. Right, good.
Model 350Z.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Gonna use it as drift car?
I'm gonna spec it out a little bit.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the basic mods to it right now because pretty much I want to start looking for one. I had a budget in place.
Right.
I literally only like $100 bucks. I just project car. So I got the first year. I got an 03 touring.
Right.
And it was bone stock except for it had one of those premium spacers.
Right.
For extra air.
Right.
This gives it a little bit more power. Make it
Right.
a little bit more responsive. I don't know what those are good for, and especially I don't even know what those are good for.
Yeah, because things change. You're letting more air in. You usually need bigger injectors to get a little more fuel in there for the mix.
Yeah, so like
Sometimes you have to adjust the computer if it's adjustable. There's a lot of things to it.
So what I'm going to do is I have a little thing on the fender.
Right.
I think it replaces the fender, but I might get a body kit.
Okay. Yeah, I've thought about doing that for my Lexus.
Yeah, I might get a body kit to extend the fenders out.
Right.
And
Make it a wide body.
Yeah. The only thing I would honestly do is basically almost everything.
All the, all the dips and bumps and, potholes. Yeah.
So I'm kind of caught between do I want it to be like that? Maybe put it on some coilovers, drop it a little bit, but not that much more than what it is.
Right.
And then
Coilovers are going to cost you around $1,000 to $1,500 bucks.
Wow, dude, I've already looked into it for my model that sells specific ones.
Yeah.
So I can get a decent set for like $600 or less. And I'm talking about TN or True Heart.
Right.
Some Godspeeds. Megan also makes
That's what I've got on my Lexus, Megan Racing. Suspension, da-da-da.
Yeah. So I looked into those already, and they're doable, and I can just do it myself.
Right.
So,
Yeah, it just takes a little time.
yeah, well, that's why it's a project car, not my dude, right?
Right.
I have a Acura TSX sedan, so that thing's got speed. So it's a nice little car. My girl's got a car, so this is a little bit
Oh my god! Ah, another guy fucking knocked me off course. I'm really sick of this. That's all that happens. My fucking tires, they should last till lap 6, the end of lap 6, and people are just fucking them up so bad.
That's what I was gonna tell you. I've been busting this guy's chops for racing.
Right? Okay. What kind of wheel?
It's a Breastmaster 5150.
Okay. Nice wheels.
He said he took pictures of it like up close because I told him like send me all the shit front back and whatever.
Right.
So he's got it also with one of his I guess it's a Pro stands.
Right.
And obviously just the stock pedal that comes with it.
Right.
So he's gonna give me the stand, the steering wheel, and the pedals for 140.
Okay.
So
Is it the 2 pedal?
it's just two. It's just two pedal. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a starter. So I'm not too.
Well, keep in mind that let's see. I'd have to check. I might actually have an extra set of the 3 pedals. I'll give them to you. You know?
Yeah, I've got. The only reason why I was looking at buying it. So originally this guy was trying to. This is right before that. Like he had his ad up.
Right.
About almost 2 months ago. So then all this pandemic shit hit.
Right.
And so it started at 225, and now he went down to 175, and I'm like, I got 125 bucks.
Right.
He was like, oh no, this I'll take it. Okay, dude, I'll give you 140 bucks.
Right. Right. Funny how that works out, huh?
Yeah, but that's why I was like, 140 bucks, let's see 150, I'll
I would think.
And also, I mean, it's not a terrible wheel, obviously.
Oh no, it's a great wheel. I have one. That's my backup wheel.
Yeah, obviously I'd like to get a T300, but like for $140,
Yeah. I spent $200 just on the base for my T300.
Yeah, and obviously, dude, there was this guy, and I'm fucking pissed at him. He was actively selling
Right.
T300 setup for $249.
Right.
He was just selling it all day like that, right?
Wow. Wow.
On eBay. And then now it says the seller's away till August.
Ah.
So I'm pissed that I didn't buy that.
Right.
It's watch this. And then now I look, and I don't know if you've looked lately. The prices have gone up.
Yeah, because more people are at home. People are buying them.
So
And people are price gouging as much as they can. It's horrible.
So like, I looked, the best one you can buy is either the 50 by itself,
Right.
with its stock pedals.
Right.
It is $200. The GameStop range.
Okay.
Except for GameStop is out of stock in California.
Right.
Everything's on back order.
Oh. Right.
So it's $200, but then I don't know how much return.
Right.
So that could wind up being an extra $20-$30.
Right.
So unless because all this work is like, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So I think that one open, but it's like it's 17 minutes.
Right.
It's like a 35-minute ride.
Right.
And I gotta cross the bridge.
Right.
So I mean, I guess it would be nice to go get it for. I mean, basically, for that. I guess an extra $100 is
Right.
Then again, I don't know if it was from you or somebody else. It was like, oh, if you got a T150, you can just tell them and call them and tell them, hey, this messed up, blah blah blah.
Well, yeah, I've dealt with their customer service, and they're like, they want a video of what it's doing, they want a description of what it's doing, they want all this shit, and I was like, really? It's fucking froze, it doesn't turn. I told him in my first email, it doesn't do anything, and it was a big hassle. That's why I just went and bought a new base.
Well, that's kind of a pain in the ass that I was having. Good customer service is hard to find.
Yeah, it is.
I emailed you the meeting, right?
Right.
Because I just bought this 350C. Like, dude,
Right.
So, dude, while everybody else is like, oh, what was me? Blah, blah, blah. I had $5 grand to do it.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Got you.
So the price dropped. I was like, okay, this is my car, because normally a car, I can tell you looks for like $700.
Right. Nice.
So,
Yeah. My Audi, I got my Audi for like $500. Because I had a friend that was moving to Reno, and there was a problem with it where if you stop more than like 10 minutes, it wouldn't start up again for a good hour. And so, I fixed it before and but then I just started having other problems with it. So that was why I ended up ordering the other engine. I was like, there's so many problems, because somebody did work on it. It was in an accident. I found out the history when I went to insure it. And, it got hit from behind, and then it hit the car in front of them, or vice versa. They hit someone in front of them, and then somebody behind them hit them. So there was some damage to certain things, and whoever did the mechanical work on it did a shitty job. I'm taking things apart and going, really, I could have done a better job than this. I'm gonna do a better job than this, and like I said, I've taken the whole damn engine apart. So now this the used engine that I ordered is going to be like brand new when I'm done with it, because I'm cleaning everything as I'm taking it apart and putting it together. You know, so I'm just debating on whether or not I want to take my heads in to get them ported and everything polished and blah blah blah. That was a nice little maneuver.
Yeah, I'm contemplating, and I started looking into it and figure out how expensive that shit is.
Well, you know, I was just gonna say, the biggest thing with when you're gonna take parts in to get them taken care of like that is find a good place.
Well, yeah.
You know, and I've actually found one here in Palmdale that my Maxima, the timing belt broke and it bent 10 out of 12 valves. So I took it into them, they cleaned them out, you know, and everything, and put the new valves in. For both heads, it cost me like $250. Like nothing. Right, changing things out and putting all performance stuff.
Well, okay, so that's my approach here. So what I'm thinking about doing, right? It still has a stock exhaust. I'm gonna scrap that.
God damn it!
I'm gonna swap out the exhaust.
Nothing but problems this fucking race.
You know what sucks is that we're in California.
The California legal. Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
There's certain headers that you can put in,
right?
And they're like $150. It's right for one.
Right.
But you can do that here.
Right.
So you have to
because of all the smog.
Right. You have to pay for those ones that are specifically like DC sells them, and they go anywhere from $400 to $600.
Right.
That's the like power out of it. But still, I was thinking about grabbing those, removing the whole exhaust.
Right.
I was thinking about changing out the throttle body. It's funny that you should mention Maxima, because Maxima is 2,000 have a larger bore.
Right.
It's like 75 millimeters. The stock one can come on these are 7 maybe.
Right.
And that means that you change out the air intake on the top of the engine.
Okay. Okay.
It's the hose that comes out of it.
Right.
So I can take it, I believe, all the way up almost to the 4-inch.
Right. Oh, nice.
So it would suck up a lot of air. So I was just thinking about that, the air intake, the exhaust, the headers, and then if I do the throttle body, that's one thing. If I don't wind up doing the throttle body, it comes as a kit.
Right.
You could buy the throttle body by itself.
Right.
It's a special adapter.
Okay.
Which Seaman Sports, they patented a specific adapter bracket that you need to make the conversion.
Right.
And they don't sell that by itself. Like you can't piece together the kit like you could do with other things.
Right.
So you have to spend $400 on the front kit.
Right.
Over a $30-$40 bracket.
Right.
So then again, it's like, well, how much gains am I getting? $400. What am I getting?
Right.
5 horsepower.
Right. Exactly.
You know. And
yeah.
If we're talking about that much, then are we really just talking about a really good tune then? Because I could probably get a really solid tune for like $500.
Right.
Which will have
right.
When you combine the exhaust, when you combine the headers, when you combine the spacer that's already on there. So that's why I know
right.
crazy thing that I was thinking about doing. And I already called a few shops. I was thinking about doing a full engine swap, taking out the DE and putting in an LS.
Okay. Okay.
So,
the only thing about doing that is there's a lot of things with wiring harnesses and everything and computers and Right.
So they sell those kits. They sell it as a harness.
Right.
Exactly what you're saying. And the harnesses are not cheap. The
Right.
harness is like 600
$1,000.
bucks.
Oh, okay.
That's a starting
Yeah,
$600.
my the wire harness for my Audi is like $800.
Yeah. There's ones if you look around, it's like yeah, it's 800 bucks for the ones that I looked at.
Hey, I
It's
ended up in 10th
ridiculous.
place. Look at all those people, those fucking 20-second penalties.
At the bottom, yeah, it's half the
Yeah,
field.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the mediums aren't that much faster. It's
So
only like a half a second to a second faster.
so I was thinking about doing that, and then also pulling the transmission. I
Right?
was gonna get a transmission from another 350C. It's the CD 009, which that thing can take up to 1,000 horsepower. I just happen to have the year that's older, so I don't have that specific transmission. So I was thinking about pulling my manual. I looked up the transmissions. It's anywhere from like 800 to 1,200 bucks for it. But dude, to do the LS swap,
Right?
uh, the kit just to mount the engine is right around
Right.
$1,000. Just to sit the engine in the bay is about $1,000. That's
Right.
without labor.
Well, see, I do everything myself.
I couldn't
So,
do that. That's a big over. That's a big over. And a big undertaking.
right, right. Well, this is my third engine I've changed. I changed the engine on my Maxima, I changed the engine on my Lexus, and now I'm changing the engine on my Audi. And it's mainly because every single one of those cars, even my Maxima that I got from my real mom, that, it belonged to my uncle before he passed away, but I gave it to her, and then she gave it to me when she got his other car or something, and then that one got wrecked. So now I've actually got a 2002 or 2003 Nissan with a 3.0 liter engine in it, or 3.5. Mine is 3.0.
Oh,
So
you got a three. You got the. Oh, so it's in a. You have a Nissan 3.5. Or sorry.
yes, well, what happened is, my
So
mom,
you have a
my
DE. So you have a DE engine.
yeah, yeah. So my mom had the car, and she parked it at a park and ride and went and played bingo down in the valley. And when she came back, the car was gone. Fucking
Okay.
broken shit all over the place. What the hell? Called the sheriff, and they told her, yeah, your car was in an accident, and it got towed to a place, because it was unsafe to leave it there. And drunk driver in the fucking park and ride parking lot saying, oh no, I wasn't going that fast, but he hit the car so hard that there were 4 other cars besides his involved in an accident, and they were all parked.
Wow.
So he was going a little faster than 10 miles an hour for that fucking parking lot, Plus he was drunk, so he doesn't even know.
Right.
But because of that, she bought another car 1 year earlier. It has the smaller engine. But, and that was the only thing she was upset about. But I took the entire interior out of my mom's car and put it into the one she bought. And then I fixed all the shit that the Mexican guy that thought he was a mechanic fucked up. I think there was something wrong with the computer, so he opened up the computer and fucked something up in there so it would never program right. So I told my mom, I said, hey, I know you don't have money, so I will buy you the computer, fucking $1,700 installed. And I couldn't get anything back from the other computer because the guy fucking opened it up. He broke the seal. They're like, we can't take it because the seal is broken. Like, you gotta be shitting me. That Mexican fucked me over twice. You know? And even my Lexus, that was a big thing. The engine in the Lexus was wrecked. Hispanic people owned it. Hispanic people tried to work on it. They fucked it up. I got it home, and within like 3 weeks, it was doing fine driving. I fixed some of the things for the steering. The rack and pinion bushings were all shot. So, no rack and, or, fucking steering was ridiculous. But, I fixed that, and I fixed some other things on it. And then when that happened, I got in my car and I started to drive to work, and I couldn't go over 35 miles an hour. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck happened? It was driving perfect yesterday. What the fuck? Start checking things out. This is fucked up. This is fucked up. Somebody fucked with this and did it wrong, and da da da. And all the parts to fix it would have cost me more than me just going and buying a used engine. So I bought a used engine I got that one delivered for under $1,000, delivered to my house. And just started taking it out and changing it, and it is easier to take out the transmission with the engine, just because the bolts are a pain in the ass to get to on the top of the transmission. The Lexus, I left the transmission in. That's why I say this. And then when I was getting it back together, since it was in the car, it was hard to get things to line up, and da-da-da, and da-da-da. So the Audi, even though it's all-wheel drive, I was like, fuck it, I'm taking everything off, and I'll pull the whole transmission with it. And it was way easier. I mean, there's a lot more work taking things apart, but it's going to be easier going back in, because I'll have it all together and then just drop it in, Right. And the way that car is, once I get the back end of the transmission down enough and get it under, once it's in far enough, it just fucking drops right down into place. I've just got to hook up my subframe parts again, and then everything just goes right back in. It's a pain in the ass, but the way they did it worked out good, because the whole front end on the Audi comes off, the whole front bumper and the whole front grille assembly, everything. So you take that off, and now it's like wide open to the engine bay from the front. There's nothing to hit. So I didn't have to take my hood off to get the engine out or anything. It made it a lot easier. Because the Lexus, I had to take the hood off. The Nissan, because I pulled it out from the top, I had to take the hood off. And it's a bitch getting a hood back on by yourself. It just is.
I'm gonna have to get a shop to do because, like I said, because that's gonna take a lot of rewiring. The ECU's got to match up. I want it to where I could try to do that, but
right.
If it's fucked up and it can't work, and I don't have.
Well, see, now I've never heard of anybody putting a Nissan LS engine in a Nissan. I know that we have a 85 CRX. It's the first model. And I know that whenever my parents die and I get all the cars, I'm going to take that car and I'm going to put a 350 in it and make it rear-wheel drive.
Yeah. So it's pretty common now to get, well, not common, but the most common motor that most people go for when they're doing swaps.
The LS3s. Right.
Yeah, Swan 2s, but basically whatever block you put your hand on.
Right.
And then everything else is interchangeable anyways. So you can have the most modern LS, and then, you can put whatever the fuck you want on it. You can find the manifold, you can find the...
Right. Yeah, my dad's El Camino, we put a 383 stroker in that thing. There's a lot of work done on that car. I basically did all the suspension and everything else on the car. Took out everything for the interior, put Dynamat down, all the stuff I could. But the engine, after my dad gets the engine done at a shop, built at a shop, the 383, then he's like, he had certain attachments put on it, the AC compressor and da-da-da, and they were just stock, black. And he's like, I want shiny chrome ones. I'm like, what the fuck? You want shiny chrome ones? Well, I'm going to have to make brackets and shit. So I ordered some brackets. They didn't work exactly how they were supposed to. And then I had to start cutting them up and modifying them. And they all worked. They all turned out nice. It's a pain in the ass when you start changing things, So if you are going to go with the LS, make sure of how you're going to set it up, whether you're going to go serpentine belt or what you're going to do, so that before it's even started,
Oh, well, yeah, that's the thing. My thing is I see the one for, I videos, like, the install.
right?
But dude, it sounds like a barrel. Like, it sounds like, it's very odd.
God! I love it when people fucking go too fast, go completely off the track in the chicanes, and then hit you coming out. Why did he even fucking let him come out? God, I'm not even gonna do this one. I'm not gonna fucking put up with a replay of the last one. Oh my God. That's exactly what happened to me the last race.
Crazy.
In the same spot. The guy didn't brake. He went wide on the first part of the second chicane, went into the outfield part, or infield part, however you want to say it, and then came back in across the bump lines and knocked me off course. It's like, there again, it's not my fault you fucked up on the corner. Don't hit my fucking car. People think, oh yeah, well, rubbing's racing. Well, rubbing, yeah. Not fucking slamming into other people. God. Yeah, I think I'm about to switch to another account. Oh, Europe is just getting dirtier and dirtier every race. God. Sorry, interrupted. But yeah, pretty much anything. With my Audi, I could have gotten the 4.2 liter engine that goes in the S4. It's like 350 horsepower. Fucking tough engine. But then I would have had to change a lot of stuff. And that's the only problem with it. You start changing something, then you have to change a lot of stuff. So that's the only thing to consider. If you want it to be a project car that, yeah, this is how I'm going to make it, then then you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. Because the biggest thing about having the labor done in a shop is it's fucking expensive. You're looking 120 to 180 bucks an hour. And sometimes they're fast, and sometimes they're slower than shit. With my dad's El Camino, my dad was at the shop. They pulled the engine out and transmission, then dismantled the engine from it, the 350 hooks up to the transmission that we had, the 400R turbo, I think, transmission. It's automatic. But we got all the gearing for that changed to match the engine. But the car was at that shop for well over a year. And that's something to really consider when taking your car somewhere.
Right.
You know, because my dad, I moved back in with my parents because my dad's older. He's got a lot of problems. And with me not being married, I can take care of him. My brother's married. My brother never gave a shit about my dad anyways. But, I take care of my dad. I make sure he stays alive. So, being at home, I do all the work on all the cars. We have 9 cars here at our house. And, the other thing, like I said, even though it was a performance shop that did the work on my dad's engine, there were still things that were done wrong. Like fuel lines were undersized. Why is the fuel line this big coming in, and then you're transferring it down into something smaller? Oh, we're trying to build pressure. No, that's not how you build pressure. There's a fuel pressure regulator for things like that, and that's only on fuel injection. You're dealing with a carbureted engine. You want the fuel lines to be the same size from start to finish so that it flows properly. So what was happening, just because those fuel lines at the carburetor, where they hooked up the carburetor, is where they shortened them down and sized them down, I should say. And I was like, the fucking thing, it's a pain in the ass to start, and when you do get it started, it's a pain in the ass to keep it running. What is going on? And I started checking all this stuff, and that was what I found. I changed those fuel lines to what they should be. Fucking car runs great. But, there were a lot of other little tiny things that I saw that weren't correct. I'm like, this is a fucking race performance shop you took it to. They had it for over a year. Nothing should be wrong on this engine. Everything should be fucking correct. Well, that's probably why when they did the dyno, you were only getting 483 horsepower out of it. Now that I've changed the fuel line and I put a chip in it and did a few other things, now we're like 520 on the power. So I actually increased the horsepower better than a performance shop. And the problem is that people anymore, they just slap things together and get it out, So it's almost the thing of, if you had a friend that was a mechanic, you would be better off having him do it, because at least with a friend, he's going to be like, hey, this is my buddy's engine. I got to fucking get everything dead on, That's how I am. Anybody's cars that I work on, yeah, it's going to be fucking right when I'm done with it. So, and your buddy's not going to charge you like a shop. Of course, he's going to do it on his free time and whatever, but shoot, I get a lot done in my free time.
I had this Nicaraguan dude.
Right. I don't trust Hispanic people.
I had
There's very few I trust. Sorry, I should correct myself.
But check this out. He works for auto body shops and mechanic. He's more the mechanic than the auto body work.
Right.
So he'll rebuild the transmission, the motor, etc.
Right.
And so he does shit from home. But the thing is like the guy did good work, but because he's a good mechanic, he's always on demand.
Right.
So I couldn't, I would go leave my shit, and it's like, dude, this is my daily driver.
Right.
He's like, oh, okay, yeah. He's like, I should be able to do it over the weekend.
Right.
And then it's like, well, my actual job is there.
Right.
So, when freaking, I'd ask him, I'd be like, yo, so I call him on Sunday, like, yo, is my car ready? And he's like, oh, yes,
something happened.
Yeah. I meant to tell you about that. I was like, what you meant to tell me, cousin?
That was good.
I was going to take the fucking bus to work. That's
right.
what she was going to tell me on Monday.
Right. No, you gotta come by and pick up a loaner car.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck. He was like, yeah, no, next weekend. So I waited for the next weekend. Dude, it took me almost a month.
Damn.
And I was out of a car.
What did you have done?
I had, what did I had to get the A-arm.
Oh, okay.
And at that time, I was just going to get all the suspension.
Right.
It was on the Z28 Camaro.
Right.
It was a 2002 Z28 Detox.
Right.
But so the A-arm was going out. Because I was trying to
Steering. Right. Funkin' and shit.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he's like, I'm stunned that you didn't crash the car. That this shit was in. Because I was having a hard time like to the driver's side to the left.
Right.
He's like, yeah, this is bad, dude. He's like, I'm surprised the shit just all together. Because he showed me some of
The pieces.
yeah, some of the old shit.
Right.
He's like, it's like, you see how thin this is?
Yeah.
All this shit's held together.
Yeah.
He's like, this is gonna break a fucking moment. He's like, and if you
That was on a Z28.
yeah.
It was real thin metal.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Chevy does that a lot, though.
Yeah, if it would have been a Corvette, it would have been a little bit.
Yeah. Well, you know, even on the El Camino, we had to upgrade everything.
But yeah, and I was like, okay, just spare me the fucking movie theater, but just give me my fucking car.
Right.
Because unfortunately, that was my baby driver. It was a sports car.
Right.
So I was like, dude, I have this fucking 6R.
Nice. I beat my time.
And he's like, you don't want me to do it, Picasso.
Right.
So and I also had him because I remember I had that car and I bought a Super Sport 2002
Right. Okay.
The paint was jacked.
Right.
And it was convertible too.
Right.
So I had to redo the cloth top.
Right.
And I sprayed that shit all jet black, dude, like mirror black. Reflection on it, bro.
Nice.
And then it also had the Corvette, the Z06 Corvette rims on it. I had to black those out all. Scream. Dude, I would chirp in like third gear on that car.
Nice.
It was fast. And then I wound up trading that fucker for a Mercedes.
Huh.
I traded it for a S500.
Right. Okay.
And then that's when like my mind changed about like cars. I was like, okay.
Now I want something nice.
Yeah. I was like, the sticker price on that S500 when it dropped, that MSRP was like $94,000.
Right.
I was like, Jesus. And then when I would drive it, I was like, look at all the different odds.
Right.
All the bells, all the whistles, all fucking, like, it was like riding in a Learjet.
Right.
It was just black on black on black, too, 22s. It had the air ride suspension.
Nice.
Man, the climate control,
Spoiled you. That's what my Lexus did to me. So I was like, my Lexus is a 92. It's the SC300 2JZ engine. And,
it's just the regular one?
yes, it's just the GE. It's not the turbo.
Not the GE. What is that one called?
GTE. GTE. Yeah. 2JZ GTE is the turbo. But yeah,
that was the engine. That was the other engine I was thinking about getting aside from an LS swap.
right.
I looked
And
at them.
we'll see. Let's see. Yeah,
They're
your Nissan is a rear wheel drive.
yeah, yeah. So the 2006 transmission, that
Hey,
CV
if
double
you
O,
want a block, I'll sell you a block.
what do
2JZ
you got?
block.
Well, that's the biggest part. Like
Yeah.
that's what you need because
And the
the
heads
block's
and
the sturdiest thing that we.
the pistons are all good in that. The whole lower end is good on the engine.
Hmm.
And I even, cuz it's the car that I took apart, I've even got a lot of the other parts that I took off of it. It was really parts that came off the other engine that's in my car now, but I had to take certain things from my engine because of the smog. I think the engine that I got came from a different state, so the intake manifold had different hose connections for the smog than mine did. So I had
Yeah,
to take my intake manifold and certain things like that. My
because
throttle
that's the
body.
biggest thing is the cast when it's
Yeah,
casted in,
yeah,
right? The
yeah,
fucking the thing is like pretty much unbreakable.
yeah.
The
It's
straight six.
short block.
Yeah, it's a straight six, right? Like everything is in a
Yeah,
row.
yeah, straight
Yeah,
six.
yeah. The or inline, I guess they would say it,
Yeah,
right?
inline
Whatever.
six. Yeah.
But
Keep it in mind. I've got it.
yeah,
If you
I
want it,
was
I'll
looking
sell
at
it to you fucking cheap.
yeah, because
I'll sell
I
you the
was
block for
looking
like
at
$500.
well, I was looking at the whole engine, like with
Right,
everything that it comes and all that shit.
right.
And dude, they're still about 3 grand
Yeah,
with the twin turbo,
yeah.
coming for them.
And the
And
thing is with the 2JZ GE, if you want to make it the turbo, all you've got to do is take the head off and change the head so that it's got the exhaust port for the turbo.
yeah, but see, and that's what I loved about those engines when I was looking into them. I was like, oh, this shit comes already like it's built in. It's part of the system.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like no wonder. I mean that's basically it's a Toyota Super engine,
Yeah,
but
it is.
they also come with
My
like a
car is basically a nice Supra.
yeah,
That's all it is.
um,
All leather interior, blah, blah.
yeah.
Nicer riding shocks.
I
But
know that
not anymore because I've got Megan Racing on it now.
they had them for Aristos too, Toyotas, the ones that never came over here. They were only in Japan.
Right? Right? And they had another one that was, um, some people say that for drifting, the 1JZ is better, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because there is
It's gotta be a
less
specific.
less electronics on it because it's an older engine, the 1JZ. The 1JZ was what came out before the 2JZ,
Well,
obviously.
you know what my buddy was telling me, and he works at a Toyota certified.
Okay.
Uh, he was telling me because from his perspective, which is odd because he races a weird car. He races like a I can't remember if it's a C. It's a Mercedes. He
Okay.
blew out his transmission twice already on it.
Yeah, and those Mercedes, you got to take them to
It's
Mercedes to
something
get them
or other,
done.
C350 or something like that. See,
Okay.
like it's an earlier 2000s, but
Okay.
he's like, dude, the way to go. He's like, if you're gonna get any of those Japanese cars, just find a fucking smog exempt. Get an old body
Right.
so you
Yeah.
can
Get an
put
old
whatever
car.
you want to it.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about any of the emissions. You don't have to
Yep.
worry about any of that
Yep.
shit. Just
Because
fucking get the body.
the thing you're gonna have to deal with this car, if you change the engine and all that, is you're probably gonna have to take it to a referee.
For a
And
highway
what
patrol type of thing, like a
right? Well, no, it's actually something that is affiliated through the DMV. It's not the Highway Patrol. Um, even if like my cars,
yeah, with those
they
roadworthy
were all
deals, right?
salvage cars. All my
Right.
cars were salvage cars,
Yeah,
and
it's a roadworthy deal where you have to get
right.
them checked out. They got to do
Apparently,
an
and
inspection.
you know what they do for the inspection on the salvage cars?
No.
It's fucking ridiculous. You take it to this referee. What they do is they look to check that all your lights work, your check engine light is not on, and that you have all the correct parts on your engine. Nothing like smog illegal. And then They check all your lights and make sure they're working. Are your brake lights working? Your hazards, okay, you're good. And they charge you like $150 or something. But it's still the process of having to do it, you know?
Yeah, you gotta set up an appointment. You gotta take time to.
Right, right. So, with mine, and I told them, in my, insurance, I was like, well, what's the difference? They're all, well, instead of it being a salvage title, it's a, what did they call it?
Rebuilt.
I'm not sure if it was rebuilt or recovered salvage, something like that. But once the referee signs it off, then they give you this. I'm all, does it make any difference? They're all, not for you because you've already got the insurance.
Yeah, but you still can't put full coverage on it though.
No, I
It's
can't. I can't
but
put full coverage.
all it
But
is all
the
it is
car's not worth
sucks.
more than a few grand.
Yeah, but
The
that
Maxima.
was see, and here's where I was at before I bought my car. I was gonna just buy okay, well, what's the best prospect I could find for the cheapest price? Because I'm gonna probably rip it apart anyways and stick
Right,
whatever the fucking hell gadgets I want to put on it, right?
right,
But then I was like, okay, but if I'm gonna put, let's say, I do an engine swap.
right.
Even let's just say I change the exhaust out, I change the headers out, I
Oh,
maybe change out the transmission. I
right,
change out
right,
whatever.
right,
That's still gonna be thousands of dollars on top of at least a couple grand, let's just say,
right,
on top of what I buy the car for,
right,
and I'm never gonna be able to insure any of that shit.
right.
So,
Yeah, that's the one thing about it.
and now I know because I've had couple salvage cars before, and they're worth it if you
Right,
get the use out of it that you're gonna get, like what
right,
you're using it for.
right,
You know, I had a car that I had forever, and it got me around from A to B. And then
right,
yeah, I got rid of it. There's no resellability.
right.
You know, so once
It's
it
like a
has like,
Hako car.
yeah, because like, dude, if you have a car with almost 200,000 miles on it and it's salvaged, like, how much money,
Yeah.
regardless of the make and model, do you think you're gonna get for it, right?
Right, right,
So I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna get a car, I'm gonna at least make it so where if I'm gonna stick money into it, I can recover my money back.
right,
If there's an accident for whatever reason. So
right,
let me go ahead and just find the cleanest version of a stock 350Z I can find,
right. Are
and
you still
here's
going
what
to
it
leave
costs.
it stick
Oh
manual?
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, if you consider the 2JZ, keep in mind that the engine that I got came with the wiring harness and computer for a manual transmission. My
Yeah.
car has an automatic, so I wasn't able to use it. I'll throw that in with the $500.
Yeah. No, I gotta see if the ECU, all that stuff is. I'm sure it'll work, and because like I said, I talked to this one guy out in Vallejo,
Right,
and he was like, "Well, what about? Have you ever thought about a 2JC swap? Because I've done that before. Because I was talking to him about possibly doing an LS swap.
right,
Uh, and I mean, the biggest advantage that I have to doing the LS swap is the parts are just more at the ready.
right,
So let's say they're doing the work and they're doing it for me, and yes, it's going to cost an arm and a leg. I mean, it's looking. It would cost about 10 grand to do a swap, dude, an LS swap,
right. Yeah,
roughly.
yeah, we've priced it out too.
Roughly.
Because the problem my dad has is his El Camino is an 83. So it's not smog exempt. So every year that we have to get it smogged, we have to take it to somebody. Costs us
And that doesn't
250,
go up by
$300.
the year, right?
Nope.
It's
Supposedly they upped it a couple years, but we're still not within the frame that we need to be.
so.
Yay! My DR on this account has gone down from 10,000 to 6,275 in 3 races.
Oh, I put out that
Isn't that
livery.
awesome?
I don't know if you looked
Oh,
at it,
nice.
but
No, I'll check it out right now.
it's not that big a deal.
I like checking out liveries.
It's trash. But yeah, So I'm trying to figure out if getting that 2JZ GTE, if that's a cheaper swap, because it would
Yes,
fit.
it's a much cheaper swap. You can get the turbo for say $1,200 to $1,500 for a good turbo. The turbo head is only a couple $100, under 300, and
Because
then
it's
it's
two
just
turbos, right?
well, it depends on what you want. You can do single turbo or a twin turbo on
Well,
that
because I
engine.
thought there was two turbos built into that GTE.
Um, I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't have the GTE, so I never really looked into them that much. I've always been more of one for normally aspirated engines. I like the engine to have the power on its own, because whenever you have a turbo, you start incorporating lag between your foot pedal and
The
the
burst,
engine.
yeah, it's
Right.
delayed.
And you're like, what the fuck? I'm punching on, oh, there it goes, and then you're not ready for it sometimes. And I know
Because it's
people
sucking
that
in
have
the
wrecked their
air.
car because they
It's
weren't used to the turbo. And when the turbo actually engaged, it just fucking threw them.
Yeah, it's because it's sucking in the air and it's cycling it through, and then it
Right,
finally catches,
right.
which is the naturally aspirated.
Well, and then it has to do with the boost that you have on it and da da da. I have seen 2JZs with single or a twin turbo. Most of the people that put the twin turbo, they have one turbo that is a low RPM turbo, so that you've
It's like
got
a
your
regular
takeoff
gas.
your takeoff power, and then your other one is a high boost, a high RPM. So once you get up to this RPM, it kicks in. So now you've got the power on the takeoff, and you've
On the
got your
low.
power on your high end. So that's usually what I've seen on how they set them up. But then, like I said, I've never messed with them, so I don't know how they actually go, or and I've thought
Yeah,
about
because
it.
I'm looking at one right now, and yeah, they're about 3 grand, dude, still.
Yeah, yeah,
And then, like I said, you compare them with that '06 transmission, which is about $1,000. So it just
right.
in general parts with that transmission, because I wouldn't pair it with the transmission that I have. I'd probably swap it out just to get the potential,
Right.
out of that. And then I'd probably just wind up selling my old transmission if I
Ugh.
can afford it, or just use part because
I've only found one downfall to the 2JZ engine. And the downfall is, since everything's in line, all the spark plugs are on the top. You gotta take covers off and shit to get to them, to even get to the spark
right.
plugs.
Yeah, I see that.
But, the problem is, if you go to clean your engine, you basically have to bag off the top section where your spark plugs is and that channel is. Otherwise, water will get down in there. And I think that's what happened to my engine, because there was water in there. And so it was fouling plugs and da 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 and doing funky shit. Because it actually got high enough to where the water was where the spark plug wire was attaching to the spark plug.
Yeah. Well,
And
see,
and that was
here's
ultimately what, oh yeah,
here's
that's why I'm going 35 miles an hour. But then
well
that fucked up other
here's
little
my
things.
alternative. Well, here's my alternative to all the so like swapping an LS, right? That's exotic. Swapping it to one of these 2Js. That's not exotic, but it's pricey because of the actual component, the actual motor, right?
Right?
And then
Keep this in mind though. With a 2JZ, you can build that thing fucking
I know it's the
unbelievable
potential.
power.
It's the potential. It's the potential.
And the
It's
thing
like
is, even with my engine, with the stock bottom end, until you go over 500 horsepower, you don't have to do anything to the top end.
So that's what I was gonna
But the
say.
bottom end, the cranks and the pistons and everything from the 2JZ will handle easily up to what
I'd
was the
say
number? Like 730.
yeah,
But then
it's
after
close
730, that's where you have to start using racing fuel anyways.
to that 85 or whatever it is, or 84, whatever.
95 or 97. Yeah.
Cause so yeah, cause so
It's
here's what
like
I
8
was
or 10 bucks a gallon.
yeah.
So, I pretty much put it in my head that no matter what I do with any of my cars, I don't want to go over 700
Well,
because, that is the point.
well, dude. So if you're at
But
700
700
horsepower,
horsepower, yeah.
well, let's say do that. First of all, slow down, you monkey. If it's for me, anywhere between 400 and 500 horsepower is like okay, that's cool enough.
Right,
Because anything else like more than that, dude, the law is gonna come down. They're gonna
right,
stop you. Like you can't. You're gonna be a scene everywhere you
right,
go.
right,
Like you're gonna be a scene. You're gonna be obscene.
right.
Uh, so like, but I just want to do it. Like, oh, is anybody around? Like and then
Hey, daily
take off
workout.
and do my thing. And yeah. Um, but
Right,
but like I know the stock. So what I was gonna get at is this. Yeah, the exotic thing with the LS or this 2J, right?
right, right,
But the alternative is what I already have, which is
right,
that 3.5D.
right.
Uh, I could instead of doing all that stuff, I could swap out my transmission, switch up to that other transmission, which is better.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah, I
for
I I think all
suspension.
you need to do is get the kit that makes the transmission. There's like a bracket kit that'll make the different transmission match up to the engine.
Well, I'm saying I don't think so because they didn't manufacture that transmission until 2006.
Okay.
So that's the first year it was available. So after that, oh 06, oh 07, oh 08, even dudes that have like Supras put that fucking transmission in
Right.
because that's how much power it can handle. It's good for
Oh,
up
that
to a
looks
thousand
cool.
horsepower.
The
So
FT1. That looks kind of
the
cool. You
it's
just
very
preview
basic.
this thing. Yeah, but it's still kind of cool looking. I like the way you put it together, the solids with it. Looks
Yeah,
good.
because
Looks good.
I try.
I'll
I
repost
gotta.
this shit. Yeah, you got a Kraken on there too.
Yeah, because some people fucking.
And
It's.
Popeye. Perrier water.
Hmm.
Nice. No, it's good. It looks good. Came out nice.
Um, but so that's the other alternative I was thinking was what if I just build out that DE engine
Right?
uh, and just go back in there, have them clean it up because the engine has over 100,000 miles on it. So that's why I was debating on should I just get it rebuilt, go back in there, have them take it apart, clean it back up, put it back together, and then that way there's no harness swapping. There's
What
no
what year
extras.
is it?
It's a '03.
Oh, 03. Hmm.
Yeah, so the other thing is too is that those years, '03,
Yeah,
'04,
but
'05.
now let me tell you something though. Here is the only problem with, I would recommend changing the wire harness anyways because the heat from the motor and, all the 17 years, a lot of those clips are going to break when they come off
Yeah.
of,
Well,
the sensors and everything. Cause I've dealt with that on the cars too. And then you're like, shit, yeah, okay, I'll fucking order another wire
no,
harness.
I got
you
you.
know?
But if I take it also to the shop I was thinking about taking you to,
Right?
they were pretty cool. So like little small things like that, I think that they'll just take care of it.
Right?
You know what I mean? And just be like, whatever. We
Uh,
just got these. Take it if they're cool. If
right.
like right if they're cool. If they're not cool, then it's just like okay, well, I got you. Like if you're billing me for every nut and bolt, as
Right.
opposed to just taking care of me, then cool. I know to not recommend you down the road, right?
Right.
Because you're not going to have too many of these rebuild projects coming into your shop all the time. I don't
Right.
think that there's a line down the block um, looking to rebuild their engines.
Right.
Like, this is for enthusiasts.
Right.
Like, this is specific, like, cats, you know what I mean? So
Right.
if you're not going to take care of me, then I'm cool. Like, I'm going to just get out of here. Like, whenever you ask me, hey, do you want me to do this? Do you want me to do that? I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
And
That's how
then just
I
be
am.
like, no,
That's
just
exactly
finish
what
the
I do to
car,
people
finish the
too.
car. No, just get it out. Just get it out, dude. Like, I'll literally voice out and be like, you know what? I just want my car out of your guys' shop as soon as possible. And
Right.
if anything's messed up, I'm gonna take it right back to you guys. But I'm cool with spending money there because
Right.
I'm the fucking customer, not you
Right.
guys. So I'm out. You know.
Right.
So fucking catch me on Yelp.
Hey,
So
Lexus looks pretty good too.
which one?
The black and blue one?
Oh
Maybe
yeah.
it's carbon fiber and blue.
Oh yeah. I can't because I can't see what I recently.
That's kind of cool. You got like blue stripes on it and like blue Z stripes on the side on the doors. Kind of cool looking. Came out
Yeah,
pretty nice.
well actually to me it looks a little incomplete.
Yeah.
Like I just put it
Only
together.
because you don't have any like name logos on it.
Yeah, but I just oh I see which one you're talking about. You're talking about the
The one
Toyota.
with the dragon on the back, the Lexus.
Oh yeah, that one. No, I forgot. I was just fucking around with liveries and put the Popeye and the little Perrier, and then I put the little Rolex crown on the side.
Right?
But my thing is the Kraken. That's how you know I made the car. I
Okay.
try to put a Kraken
Right.
on my that's my calling card, my hallmark.
I don't know. I haven't really worked on any liveries in a while.
Then I got my
I start
DB7,
them and don't finish them. Go
the
ahead. Sorry.
DB9 with I got my DB9 with my with ET phone home, ET on a bike, like on the bumpers.
Right. You just go to your name. It'll be easier to bring them up. Oh
I don't
shit!
have
You got a bunch of them.
yeah, dude.
119. Damn.
Check 'em out.
Even that Supra looks pretty nice. Cobra's backwards on the door, but you know.
Yeah, I just flipped it. I think I forgot to put a flipped and horizontal or whatever it is.
I like this one too, the two-tone, the way you did it.
Which
Came
one?
out pretty nice. This Aston Martin. It's the
Oh,
V12. Should be up on the screen right
the
now.
Vantage. The
Yeah,
Vantage.
that's kind of cool. The two-tone. Not easy to do. That's kind of cool for the Huracan. Yeah, sparkly.
Yeah, I didn't. I like. I'm trying to make them all like not look the same.
Right.
You know, I like because some, if you notice, like I have a lot of some of the same lines,
Right.
like almost the same composition.
Oh, this one is this the one you were talking about? Ah, yeah, ET. How funny.
Yeah, the DB9, the new
Right.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that one looks slick.
Eh, Homer falling. I got that one on one of my hoods.
Yeah.
That looks pretty nice. That's funny. I remember when that movie came out. E.T.
Yeah, and then I got a cool BMW. I'm still working
Baby
on,
on board.
but like it's like pink and purple,
Okay.
but it's nowhere near done. It's
Right.
a walking horse.
Little stripes on the back end there look pretty good.
On what car?
On the Aston Martin, the DB9, the one that's on the screen right now. The one's going around the back end. It looks kind of cool the way you did it. Right there, it's
Oh
on
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
screen.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. It used to be all like green, like where the white is, but
Right.
I just like I wanted to use the green as an accent.
Right. Did that
I
cap
mean,
come on it, or did you put that gas cap on it?
No, that's the cap that's on the gun.
Okay,
Or on
okay.
the
I'm
cap
not
that's
sure.
on.
I never really look at the car. Hey, it's got one on each side. Awesome. Fuel tank on each side.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where I pull up.
Must be nice. You don't have to fucking remember, huh? That's the
Yeah.
biggest problem I have with all the cars we have. Shit, what side? Fuck! I gotta go the other side. You know?
But yeah, dude, I don't know. I've got some. I tried. I tried.
Christopher gameplay. Fala, man. Um, what? Only obrigado. That's the only thing I know in Portuguese. Oh, it didn't even put up. Obrigado. Obrigado is thank you in Portuguese. I like to learn a little bit for different people, you know?
Yeah, you're a sweet kid.
It's good to know greetings from other countries. Like Sweden, it is, hey, huvud mordu. That's, hi, how are you? Oh, jag mår bra, I do, and I am fine, and you? You know, little things. Japanese, my mom being Japanese, I know a little more Japanese. Um, I just I try to communicate nicely with people that I deal with. That's all it is.
I got you.
Figure, if you can talk to people, be nice and get along, then, hey, this one looks good too.
Which
This
one?
DB9, you got a DB9 that's a different color, but it's got
It's the
like
same.
the same. It's the
Yeah,
same but
it's
different colors.
that's what I
I
was
like
trying to
this
tell
one.
you.
I like the colors on this one.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you. That I had the white I put in there. It was like a forest dark green, like a
Right?
pearl dark green.
I like that green on the
I had
doors.
it like that for the longest, and then I added it. I changed it out.
That's a nice looking livery. Nice looking car.
Like I'm a big
Hey,
where is it?
do you
So I'm a big fan of simple.
California?
So like I like what's it called? Like my Porsche, like my PR3. I don't know if you can't probably can't see it. But like that one is crazy. It was probably my first best livery that I
Which
ever
one?
made.
Which one?
It's the Porsche. It's called PR3 on the title, but it's like it's towards the bottom. I want to say. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find it. You got quite a few Porsches.
Yeah, I do. I just love. I'm a Porsche guy. I was about to buy a
Okay,
Porsche.
there's the PR3. Oh, that's crazy. It's like fucking clocks all over it. That's
Yeah,
cool. That reminds me of what is that?
dude.
Alice
That
Alice in Wonderland, the second one,
so so
where they
that
had the
one
time
took
guy.
me hours to do because
That
I
looks
put the placement of
cool. All
every clock.
overlaid, right?
So each one of those clocks, like if you see it when it rotates,
Right?
um, the clocks are not in the same place because I literally placed every image.
Oh yeah, and some of them are
It's
reversed.
yeah, yeah. So I literally placed every
Yeah, it must
clock.
have taken a while.
It was hours,
A lot of
hours.
watches. A lot of watch faces.
Dude, it
Man.
was hours.
Yeah, and then
But
you got like a small one, a little bit bigger one, and a bigger one.
yeah, I resized them all because, and that was because that was before I figured out that you could just paste, basically copy and paste the ones on the backside, like on the reverse. I didn't even know that tool existed. Cause, dude, I haven't been playing this game for hella long. The first time I think I made my real good livery was in like the end of February.
Right?
So I mean,
That's a crazy livery. All those
but yeah,
watches, crazy.
and then I
And
have
there's
like
some nice ones.
yeah, dude, check out the HO15. I like that one just because it was like the 24th.
24.
That was like my very early. It's called HON5.
HON5. Oh, okay. There it is. Oh, nice. Acura. Or Honda. I always want to say Acura whenever I see these cars.
That thing, like the more like you see it turn, like when it's previewed, like it's you see the colors.
Right? Yeah.
I
Did you
seen
did you have to overlay every color?
yeah, but if you know, I used one item for all the patterns, and I just kept resizing it.
Okay. The swirly?
So if you see, yeah, well, actually, that's a rose.
Really? Okay. That
It's
makes
a
sense.
rose that I
I see
changed
it.
and blacked out. Yeah, it's a rose that
Okay.
I changed and blacked out. So I blacked it out, and I put it in the center, and then kept working over all the beats of it and resizing it like around the tires and on the sides and on the hood and on the top. And then just kept changing the colors. And then the colors, I would fade them in and out. The yellows. So like the yellow looks like yellow purple towards the edge where the purple starts.
Right.
So yeah,
Um,
it's that was like
um, excuse me. Yeah, it's
very
cool. I would never have. I would have never thought that it was a rose.
yeah. It was very early on, dude. Even the front, like I redid the front. If you notice, the front is actually clocks too on the bumper
Okay.
on the grill.
I didn't notice that. Oh yeah, in the front. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, there. It's that's kind of like I don't know. I like my bread and butter.
A little infatuation with time, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Because
those
I
are
also
nice.
like what is
I like these little
this?
SFRs. That's an awesome little car. It's fucking quick.
Yeah, I did some basic shit too. On what is this car? The RS-1, the Renault,
Right?
the GR3, I think is the name of it.
That's a cool
GR3.
color green. It's like a weird green.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I tweaked the colors and try to make them custom. Like I change it on the spectrum.
Right? Hey, there's that PR3 again. You got two of them.
Yeah, I got a couple.
That one
But
looks
other than
kind of
that,
cool.
dude, I
Mercedes.
don't have. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Benz, the with all the colors. That one also
Yeah.
took me a while, dude.
That's like
That one.
a that's like a 60s dream.
That one took me a while, but if you take a look at it and where the placement is of the stuff,
Yeah.
like I put it exactly where I wanted it because
Right.
where I wanted the car to pop.
Right.
But that's when I had figured out, oh, I can make the things on the other side too.
Right.
This was the first car I figured out, oh, I can change the. So it's kind of like a galaxy purple, red, orange, like everything.
Right. Yeah, a
Is
lot of
how I try.
colors.
Yeah,
A lot of colors.
just everywhere. That's all I wanted to do. So I mean, other than that, dude, I got some basic shit too, like my mixed slimy.
Mixed slimy.
Uh, it's a green. I want to say it's a green McLaren. Yeah, it's a
That looks good. Cool. The Mach 40. Oops. Darn it.
McLaren.
Fucking screwed myself up. This one, the Mach 40. That looks kind of cool. The way you did it. Like crackled paint. Cracked.
Yeah, yeah, that was a super early on one too. If you look at the date,
Yeah.
but The other one I'm talking about is the McSlimey. I did that like
You've
the
picked
first
good
one.
colors though. You know, your color choices are good. The only thing that I see that went wrong is part of the C got cut off on cores from the paint
Yeah.
color.
Because of the overlay. I should
Right.
have put. I could drop the overlay in the back. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
I got some, and then I freaking I've been messing around too with the flat
whatever.
colors. So
Right.
like the GTR, there's like a purple GTR with orange rims that I just did too not that long ago. It's
I'll be up
okay.
here at
Same
the
thing with
top then.
I put Nismo on another one too.
Purple
So
G. Oh, this one. It's a older R34.
yes, yes. So
Yeah.
like that's
Oh
super
yeah,
basic, but I
you
like
got
it.
Rush on there.
Mm-hmm.
Exit stage left. Or no, 2112. Which one is that from? I always forget.
I don't know, but I just I was farting around with that one, and then
Rush is one of
also
my favorite
this.
bands.
But yeah, it's a super basic design, but once again with the clocks. But that's how you know I made it. Um, and then I got the cat like little things on the hood.
Right?
But yeah, that one, and then I would say I like this other one. I'm not done with it. It's called Pinky Ring. It's a BMW.
Right? Pinky ring? See, I don't have very many liveries at all on this account. These are all just basic. I'd have to switch
I
to
mean,
my
I
other
think mine
account to
are
show you.
too. Mine are pretty basic as well.
Yeah. But see, this is the Group 1 Lexus. And this was like, okay, let me just strip it down to nothing. But then from this, that was when I found out that you could do the front grille. But it's only the border around it that you can
Yeah,
do.
I'm good with that though because I would just add like flares and stuff coming off of that.
Right?
Like I would put like pink flares or fucking changing out like that's a dope color blue. I like that blue.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's actually just from the basic colors.
yeah, from the standard.
Yeah.
Sometimes those are better because when you go into the special colors, you can't change them to like have you been using matte and powder?
Not
Because
as much. Sometimes I
I
use the
do.
matte or the half mattes. I like
No,
the
no, no,
half
no,
mattes.
not the special, not the special ones. The
Okay.
regular standard colors, and then you make those powder.
Ooh.
It makes other accents pop. So when you
Right.
put like, um, let's say you make a
Cover
powdered like
wheels.
dark gray or a powder like navy blue, it makes your whites and other things that you put on there like
OZs.
silvers.
Right?
It it makes it just makes them pop out more because it's not against a matte surface.
Just, right?
So
That's the wheel I wanted to get for my Audi for a while, but then I changed my mind. The OZ Racing Super Forgiata. But then I actually found another one that I liked better. I haven't bought
I
it
just
yet.
bought all the colors.
Yeah, these are kind of cool.
I had most of the wheels from this week.
Right? I don't buy all of them. I only usually buy ones that I like.
I just buy them all, dude, because they're only 100 mileage points.
Right?
Doesn't matter. I mean, you can
Yeah, some of the colors
1600
just I
mileage
don't really
points.
like.
1600 mileage points buys you all of them, so why not?
Right?
Like, I'm catting off right now because like I said, tomorrow's the reset on the shop, so I'll probably like let my shit run. So if I don't join you, or if you message me and it's late and you see my game running, it's just
Right.
because
Right.
I'm
Cool.
I'm on simulator and I'm just trying to get money from mileage, really.
That's funny.
I just realized I had 8 likes on that fucking generic um, OG GTR.
Hmm. Yeah, I never really look at mine either. Oh, so you getting ready to head out?
I'm just chilling, man.
Ah.
I'm gonna wait for it to be midnight and do my run, like when it resets.
Oh,
Do my
okay.
daily gift card, and
Gotcha.
then
Yeah,
I got I got a
I
couple beers left, and then I'm done.
need to take a quick smoke break here. I'll,
Cause let me see if I can get that guy to like I told you, give me the meet him up for that $140 wheel.
right. Oh yeah,
So
right.
that's yeah, because if that's the case, then yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to there. I have certain people on my list that, for some reason, it's like whenever they start talking to me, it's like they start stating their opinion about things as fact instead of stating fact as fact. And one of these guys got on the other day and he was, oh yeah, you know how all these people are being tight with their money and everything. Oh man, I'm just fucking spending money left and right like I'm rich and blah blah blah. And then he's like, oh yeah, I just went and bought a new car and da da da. And then he's asking myself and I think it was Timberhawk and YS Game that were in the lobby. And he's like, yeah, I'm not sure if I should get a G29 wheel because somebody's got one that's used that they're selling for $150, or if I should get a Thrustmaster T150 with a stand for the same price. I'm like, dude, you say you got all this money. Why don't you just fucking get a T300 brand new and get a fucking stand? What the hell's your problem? If you got all this money, go get the right shit. You know? And he fucking started making all these weird excuses. And I was like, dude, don't tell me you got money and then pick out like the cheapest thing you can buy. You know, I can understand people like, you know, like you or I that are on more of a budget and we're like, okay, well, I'm going to have to save up for this, you know, but yeah, I'll save up for it. Um,
Yeah, like me,
some people do weird things.
I pick and choose where to spend my money.
So do
So
I.
like, for example, like for a racing wheel, like if I can get this guy to come down,
Right.
uh, like, why would I give him like his original asking price was $225? Why would
Right.
I give him a dime more than, you know? I offered him like $150 and he was like no, and then he came down to $180.
Right.
Okay, well
Well, is
I'm
it
making
just
progress,
the
right?
wheel though?
No,
The wheel and the pedals, does it come with a stand or anything?
for the which one? For
The
the well, see,
150.
for the Dudu one, he has it's the T150 though, not the T300.
Right.
And he has pedals, and he has hold on, let me look at the post. He has like a mini stand. It's not like the big kind of stand.
Okay. That's probably kind of like the one I have.
It's called
Freestanding and it holds the pedals and
the Wheel Stand Pro. That's what he's
I think
named
I
it.
think that might be what I have. I forget, but I think it's something like that. Um, there's my pro pedals that I paid more than that for. They're only charging 100. Well, no, I think I paid about the same price as that,
Yeah,
150.
because I'm looking at this
Um,
other guy. He has he has G29s. He has like three of them, so I don't know if he's like a disgruntled GameStop employee or what. But
Right.
uh, he's he's selling them. He's got like three brand new ones supposedly, and he's selling them for like $200.
Wow. They want $325 on Amazon now for the T150
Yeah, it's
with the
three.
basic two pedal.
Yeah. It's three something. It's. You said
I,
three
I
25.
yeah, I paid like 200 for mine.
Yeah, they're so they're. I told you they've been
Fucking
going up.
price gouging a lot, dude.
But I
That's
told you
pretty bad.
that's what
I
I told
didn't
you.
I didn't think it was that bad.
I told you I knew that one guy who was on eBay, he was selling for 249,
Right.
and it was the T300.
Damn, here's another one, same thing, 470.
But nothing special.
Right, it's the same fucking wheel. And this one looks like it's just, it says T150 RS Pro. I didn't know they had a T150 Pro. It's just a T150. The RS Pros are like when you get into the 300s and bigger things. Then here's another, oh, currently unavailable.
I don't know. You gotta teach me how to drive
Yeah,
that.
see, they have a few different ones, wheel stands.
What's that?
They've got a few different wheel stands. The one that I have, it's got the base on the bottom and it's got two arms that come up on the side, so I don't have anything in between my legs, you know? So I've seen them like that too, and I'm like, no, I don't want something between my legs. It's gonna feel like I'm riding a motorcycle with fucking pedals.
Just. Oh, I thought you said you don't have anything between your legs.
For on my steering wheel stand. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you made me laugh. I needed that. Oh, that was good. Yeah, that's pretty bad though. How much they're marking them up,
That's why.
especially when you can get the Thrustmaster T300 through Amazon right now for $379.
Well, yeah, and they keep going up, and I'm just trying to figure out. So I'm trying to figure out this, right?
Right,
So is it okay? I get the current climate that we're in,
right.
but is the T150 wheel going to be obsolete when they go to PS5? Because there's no confirmation about anything, and nobody's really
Um,
talking about that.
I
There,
I
it's
I
the
don't
assumption.
think that they will cancel it out simply because
But this is
you know
it's
they
conjecture,
but
right?
they need a lower budget wheel because not everybody's gonna be able to
Which
spend
PlayStation,
$400 and more, you know,
which
and
PlayStation will make their own wheel.
well, yeah, you never know. I
Well,
I don't know if PlayStation will actually make their own wheel.
they make control. Dude. They make TVs.
I know, but still, there are
Well,
already companies out there that specialize in these wheels.
hey, hey,
You
have
know,
you
so
seen?
for Sony to think that, oh yeah, we're gonna make a better wheel,
Well,
no,
hey, have you seen
no,
that? Have you seen that little stupid wheel, that 3D printed wheel that you put on your remote?
no,
You haven't seen that?
no,
Come on.
no. I know that
What?
I know some people like there's this one girl from Japan
There she
and
is.
what's her name? I forget what her name is, but she actually she doesn't drive with a steering wheel. She drives with her controller on the 6-axis. So is that how the one you're talking about works? It snaps in your controller and then it uses the
Yes.
6-axis?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's
Yeah,
little. It looks like a little tiny wheel kind of ish, or brass knuckle looking kind of thing, and it folds over. the doodad, and the thing is I don't think that's compatible with Gran Turismo with the
Huh.
controls.
I don't
It's only
know.
compatible with certain racers,
I
and
don't know.
it has something to do with the touchpad.
Huh. Cause see, I know that, like I said, the one girl that I dealt with, she always did that. What was her name? I've got her in my subscriptions. Um, Cute little Japanese girl, Mayu Sophia. She's got videos up, but she doesn't race online. She only does
Privates.
time trials and stuff.
Well,
No,
it's
she
because
she
you
she
and
doesn't
Lester.
even race in open lobbies. Everything she does is offline. You know, it's all like it's all in the game thing.
I'm just trying to figure out how you gather an audience unless your tits are hanging out or you're that sexy.
Oh, she's a cute little thing, and she sounds all cute when she talks.
Oh, she's got that voice.
Yeah, she got that cute little Japanese voice. See if she talks on the show. She always talks at the start. See if she comes on talking. Come on, talk. Gotta get past all her little intro crap. There it is.
私はオフラインプレイヤーなのであまり参考にならないと思いますが、ぜひご覧ください。
Hey, cute little voice.
Yeah, she could be. Yeah.
But she drives pretty good. And you know, when I found out she just uses her controller like that, I was like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. You know, and at the time I was making good money, I was like half tempted to just fucking buy her a steering wheel and say, I want to see how you really drive. You
Well,
know?
the thing is if she's got that much viewership, I'm assuming she does. I don't know.
Well, this one video, she's got 474 views.
So I'm saying, like, she doesn't get any kickdown.
I don't know. She's got one that's got almost 1,000 views. She's got quite a few videos up too. She's got quite a few. Some have over 1,000, some are less. Kind of depends on what she's showing and doing.
Showing.
Well, 'cause like sometimes she like it was her and her husband's anniversary and they went for a drive and she was videoing the drive and she's talking like on the way home at the end of the day. It was like nighttime and her husband from driving all day was in the passenger seat kind of relaxing and she was driving and she's like, oh, I wish I was in the Lamborghini right now. You know, she just kind of goes off, but she's got a cute personality. That's why I watch her.
Or she could just
She reminds me of my mom, like a sweet version of my real mom. Oh,
she's her bizarro.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but you know, it's good to have some cute little girl racers on your things to watch. You know, like at least she's actually cute. You know, cute little skinny thing. I have this one other girl. Her name is Cute Race Girl, and she's like from Netherlands, I think. She's Dutch. I'm like, yeah, she's kind of cute, but she's a little bit heavy, and she's got kind of a strange face. Big boobs though, big boobs.
Of course.
But you know, when someone says cute race girl, I'm like, no, Mayu Sophia is cute. You're like a big girl trying to be cute.
Or try hard, you're a sweat.
Right? The funny thing is, this girl, it seems like she only races like one day a week. Everything is
That's all
1
she
week
needs.
apart.
That's all she needs.
It's taken her forever to get up to a B rating. I was like, dude, it's been like 2 months for you to get to a B rating. I get to a B rating in one day from a hard reset. But you
Yeah,
know,
dude. I want to get a wheel though, man. I've been
the wheel really makes a difference.
I know
You
it
know,
does.
I can't even drive with the frickin' controller. My times are horribly slow. You know, at least 2 to 3 seconds slower. So I don't know. I can't handle driving with the controller because I've been on a wheel since PS2. You know, so it's weird for me to even try playing a driving game without the wheel.
Right.
I'm kind of curious about Oh, see, I don't have my hard drive hooked up right now because I've got my everything else hooked up. Yes, yes, I believe so. But I think that with the PC you have to get the one that'll work on whichever version computer, like Windows or whatever you're working with. That's the only thing I think you have to check. I have looked into it a little bit.
Cause that shit looks legit, dude.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you have to pay for it.
What is it?
You pay a
A
subscription.
sub?
I'm not sure if it's monthly or what it is, but
If it's a sub,
that
then it's
one
gotta be.
guy, what is it? Rory, I think he's like the Kai 25. Is it? No, Rory or Alexander. He's been getting on that lately. And he's like, yeah, I got back onto Gran Turismo. Yeah, fuck Gran Turismo. I'm going back to iRacing. you know? And it's the simple thing of in the iRacing, you really got to work to keep your DR up. And since you're paying a monthly subscription, the people that are playing it are pretty serious.
Competitive. Yeah.
Yeah, they aren't fucking dirty like Gran Turismo Sport.
Civilians.
You're getting hit in every damn yeah. It's like the difference of racing people on the street as compared to racing against real race drivers.
Fittipaldi.
2 girlfriends. Oh my God, you must be busy. The Brazilian guy.
Yeah, I know.
Nice. How funny.
Right. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can get this guy's. If I could pick up this wheel tomorrow.
Right?
So I'm gonna pick it up before my kid comes here.
I don't know if he's still there. It looks like I'm the only person in. I don't know. See if I can respond. Christopher Gameplay. I'll tell him add me as friend. I got quite a few Brazilian friends on my other account.
There's a lot of Brazilians that play this game, dude.
Yeah. But the thing I've noticed, the ones that I deal with, because of me saying obrigado and just little things instead of being a dick to them when they're dirty, whenever they're clean drivers, I put up the thank you for the clean race, and then I put up obrigado so they know, oh, okay, thank you, And the people that are on my list, they're cool. They're like, are you racing? You want to set up a lobby or da da da? And there's only a couple that I'll notice every now and then. I'll get in with them, and like on another account, they don't recognize the name even though it's still Rodeo7. It's like sometimes I'll catch them being a little dirty, but not that bad. most of the Brazilians are pretty good to me. So like I say, I go in, and if I see a bunch of Brazilians in the lobby, I'll put up, let's have a clean race, have a good race, and then I'll put in the Brazilian guys' names, and then I'll type in Obrigado, and it's like fucking mental change on all of them. Oh, this guy speaks Portuguese. Let's be somewhat nice to him. We'll treat him like one of the boys, you know? They aren't so dirty with each other as they are with other countries.
So, what are the? I was going to ask you something. What are the main differences between between GT and freaking
Project Cars? Is
yeah,
that what you're thinking?
yeah,
Um,
Project Cars.
I forget. I haven't really done much of anything on Project Cars. I'd have to load that game up. You know, I'd have to either disconnect my wheel or my headset to do it though.
Oh, so you can't use your wheel on Project Cars?
No, it's just I've only got two plug-ins, so I've got to either unplug my headset or my steering wheel to be able to plug in my external hard drive. I have so many games, it's freaking ridiculous.
Oh, I see.
So I've got a wait, is it 4? I think it's a 4 terabyte external hard drive. And I'm like over 3/4 full on it. I have a lot of games. But you know, for me to actually bring them up, that's why I say, I'll disconnect my steering wheel real quick and I'll check. I'll tell you what all games I got on it. Turn on my regular controller for a second. And then library, it should bring them up on library, shouldn't it? Yeah, 138 games. I've got, as far as racing games go, I've got Assetto Corsa, some game called Crossout. I don't even know what that is. I never got into it. Looks like more of a wreck shit sort of game with cars. Hey, Doctor Who, The Edge of Time. That's a VR game. I have the VR too. Oh, I have F1 2018. I have Drive Club. What else? Gran Turismo Sport. The VR mode is kind of cool, but it really depends on which car you're in. If you're in the Formula One cars, it is awesome. If you are in most of the regular cars, you will literally get motion sickness from the bouncing of the shocks and everything else. You fucking, oh my god. But in the F1 cars, it's awesome. Am I? It might be mine. Maybe because I messed with things here. Come on, load some more games. Like I've got so many games, it's trying to load them. Not even loading them. Oh, nice. Ah, there they are. It's getting all screwy. That's the only bad thing about the external hard drive. It takes a while for things to actually load up and stuff. thought I had a couple more. Rocket League. That thing's kind of fun. Like soccer with cars. Oh yeah. I've had that on every console since it came out. It's pretty good game. When you consider how old the game is, it's pretty good. You know, it was even in a Adam Sandler movie. Shadow of the Colossus. I've got Super Street, the game. That's kind of a weird game too. I've got The Crew. What else have I got? Come on, keep loading. Just working, working, working. Come on, load, 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 load. It's like it got to a part and it just sort of stopped. All these games just come up on my main account, the way it's set up. But yeah, quite a bit of games. Quite a bit of VR games, even though I don't play them that much. Actually, one of the best VR ones that I played was, oh, I hear the crackling. It's changing what I'm doing on the screen. Um, what was it? The Star Wars, the second one, that had the VR mission with the TIE fighter, or the X-Wing fighter, sorry. That one is awesome. VR. Cause you literally, you look around, if you turn around and look behind you, you see the little fucking R2 unit behind you that's sitting in the back. You look at stars and everything. It's fucking crazy. But I think that is one of the best ones for the VR that I play. Oh, oh yeah. You gonna be on for? I gotta go out and smoke real quick. Hello.
How'd you do in the other dailies?
How'd I do in what?
Dailies? Other than
I haven't done the other dailies. One of them is the Nordschleife, you know, and it's a one make Porsche, which I'm not sure. You know, sometimes they're good or bad. I probably do pretty good on race A because it's the Mazda Roadster, but it's that south outer loop and people are just dirty as shit on that race. I was watching Fast Turtle do this race and oh no, it was a different one because it was rainy weather. But it's just always madness on Tokyo Expressway. You know, people crazy, especially in a regular, more regular car, Mazda Roadster touring car. I forget what it doesn't say the rating on the car. Competition car.
got a 10-second penalty.
What's that? Last time they did the Nordschleife, it was in the I want to say like a Celica or something, Toyota, and that was, oh god, that was a horrible race, horrible. And no matter what, it's going to take minimum of 7.5 minutes to get around it. That's the fastest time. 7.5 minutes. Oh, I know I'm not as fast as those guys. Sports hard tires. Fuck. Really? Sports hard? I have better tires than that on my cars. So, I don't know. The reason why I've been doing race C is because I know the track really well. You know, this was last week's manufacturer's race last Wednesday, and I did well on it. I got first place on my race, but you know, that's FIA manufacturers. It's not the everyday idiot. Not all of them, anyways. And I think on that race, I started out in sixth and ended up in first. But you know, you can't use the same tire strategies on the dailies because everybody's dive bombing on the dailies. So if you put on hard tires, then it just fucks up your tire, or opposite, medium tires. Then they slam into you and it just fucks up your tires. You can't even turn or do anything. But then that's part of me using no traction control.
Right.
But you know, like I said, if I use traction control, my times are slower. It really does affect your time because with traction control, huh? Yes. Because what happens is when you're going through a turn and you start hitting your accelerator, that traction control is engaging. So you're not getting the full power. You know, and if you're lined up straight out of your turn, so you've got a straight takeoff, you want all that power. And I noticed because Closer just got on me. You need to turn traction off. You need to turn traction off. Turn traction off. I will tell you how to improve your time. And he walked me through a couple courses. You know, I was broadcasting, and he would just say, okay, this corner coming up, do this, do this. You know, 'cause he knew there was about 6 or 7 seconds lag between my screen and what he was seeing. So he was speaking ahead, and it was timed out right for all my curves. And he literally saved me like 2.5 seconds. 2.5 seconds faster on the Brazilian track in the Porsche with no traction control. And then I noticed that when you have the traction control off, most of the cars are a lot more competitive. You know? And then the only time people screw up is when they dive bomb you. If you don't get dive bombed without traction control, you're usually pretty good as long as you line up straight. And that's what it is. My racing earlier, when you got on, you were saying I was going fast. That's all it was. For some reason, everything was just lining up between the TV screen, my eyes, and my hands and feet. I could see my line exactly so that I was braking a little bit earlier, but I was saving my tires. So my medium tires were lasting at least 6 laps instead of 4 with these other races that I've been in. You know, but I wasn't getting slammed because I was way up in second place, first place. Oh, God. I really, whenever you get to be out as much as
Yeah, like a hella. There's a lot of people like that, and
what, a lot of people, what?
a lot of people like that. They call it the Mercedes with all the colors on it. Livery.
Oh yeah, your livery?
Yeah, they're still commenting on it right now. Commenting and dropping them thumbs up.
Nice, nice. So you did a good job.
Yeah, it's alright. Because when I really sit down, I can tell through all my stuff when I'm rushing through it and just trying to get to the end and just put it on a car and just get the fuck out of there.
Right. Usually, if I start making liveries, it's because I'm like, okay, it's getting kind of late. I can't fall asleep, but I don't want to play a game. You know, because it'll just get me too worked up. So I'll just sit there and work on a livery till I fall asleep.
It's like homework.
Yeah. Kind of.
I don't know. I'm just...
Take your favorite car on a photography journey.
Well, it's funny because I take a look at the pictures of the cars that they show, you know, on little cinematic scenes when they're not playing.
Right.
And I get ideas from that too. Because I
Right.
see where they're doing as far as using the editor and how I can recreate
Right.
what they're doing. So I see the lines on all the stuff.
Right. Yeah, my biggest thing is trying to find decals that I like. You know, that's my...
And that's why I just go into Discovery and keep typing.
Yeah.
Tags.
Go to Discovery, go to decals, and start looking. But you know, a lot of people, some of them are kind of stupid. I wish I could make them myself.
Well, yeah, you just need a computer, I think. Just need a laptop.
I can do it on my iPad Pro. I've got the program for it and everything, but the last time I tried doing it, I was trying to do one for Hako with his name, like nice lettering, and I got it all done. It looked nice, and I went to upload it, and it said it was too big.
Oh, the file.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Isn't this thing supposed to do? You know, I think it was because instead of making the letters with the program, I typed them in.
Oh, yeah.
So it came out like typed handwriting, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, unless you use like the sticks to make the letters, but then that's kind of hard to make like a cool like letter G.
Right. Well, the thing with the program, the Vectorinator program, is you would make the line and then you bend the line where you want it to get the shape that you want. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
It's metrics.
Yeah.
I feel you on that, dude. Hey, have you seen a Honda Del Sol?
Oh yeah. It looks like a little version of my SC300.
Dude, I was thinking about getting one of those. There's this guy who's selling them for like $800.
They're really light. They're really light. It's like a freaking CRX. Quick little car, 'cause it's like the CRX that we have is only like 90 horsepower. But it's fucking quick, you know, 'cause it only weighs 1,600 pounds, something like that.
This one is it's a VTEC.
Okay.
So I want to say it's got like 160 horsepower.
Right.
It's a SI
Yep.
VTEC engine in it.
Right. Yeah, and it's newer than one we have, because ours is the SI too, but SI from 85 is a lot different from the Del Sols, because I think those Del Sols came out
early 90s.
Early 90s, yeah.
90.
And it was kind of 92, I think, because that was 91 was the last year for the CRXs. I had one of those. Fucking, it was so nice. I had the Bullfrog cam and chip and everything. It was a fucking quick little car. But then...
they made the CRXs again, right? But they're called like ZRZs?
Yes, yes, and it's a hybrid.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
yeah, it's a hybrid. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of their first hybrids they put out is the CRZ.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm alright. I thought it was, yeah, man. But I don't know, I was looking at those, I was like, oh, dude, those look good slammed. You know what I've been keeping my out for, or what my eye out for, though?
What's
And
that?
they're still not cheap enough. But, like, I've been keeping my eye out for a cheap NSX.
Oh yeah, yeah. It'd be fun to get like an older NSX,
Yeah, I've been keeping my fucking eyes
like an
peeled.
actual Acura one. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's the idea. But, man, they're hard to find. You don't get them.
Yeah. Yep. You know what
It's like,
else is another good little car from Toyota is the MR2s, little mid-rear engine.
yeah, those are fun. They're so little.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are, man.
Yeah. Who has one of those? Toyobaru has one that he's working on right now. Yeah. Yeah.
I looked at those. I like them. But, and then, you know what else I was trying to look at when I was looking at those was the Fieros.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I remember the little Fieros. Oh, I have sad Pontiac story. My mom, my Japanese mom, when I was younger, when in 1977, she bought the Trans Am. This was the exact Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am. Over the years, things happened, changed, and she moved up here to our valley to be closer to all of us and everything, and she gave that car to my older brother. My older brother turned around and sold it to somebody for $500.
Wow.
And the exact moment that I heard him say that, I go, you want to hear how stupid you are? You want to hear how fucking stupid you are? Why do you say I'm stupid? I'm going to show you right now. I bring up my phone and I bring up the Blue Book value on that car. In bad condition, he could have gotten 25 grand for it. I go, now do you see how fucking stupid you are, you jackass? This is why I kept telling Mom, don't give you that car because you are an irresponsible piece of shit. And so, yeah. And it had brand new tires. The fucking tires cost more than $500.
Just wanted it out, I guess.
He wanted $500 to put as a down payment on a fucking some piece of shit Ford truck that he didn't even have for a year.
Oh.
Yeah, I was all, you could have taken that car, sold it for the real value, and fucking paid cash for your truck. You're so stupid that you sold it for $500. Whatever you had, another $500 down on the truck. You had a payment that was fucking ridiculous because your credit wasn't good when you bought the truck. And within a year, you wrecked something on it and you got rid of it. Yeah. I go, the fucking Trans Am was worth more than your fucking truck. Your brand new truck. You know, I was so upset about that car because I always wanted that car. That was one of those cars that it was an automatic, but you could be driving down the street going like 40 miles an hour, punch it, and it would still spin the tires.
Oh, that was sick.
Well, what the fuck? We were going 40 and I spun the tires like nothing. With an automatic. I didn't even downshift. That was just the kickdown cable. Yeah. So yeah, that was my depressing story about Pontiacs.
Other than that, you're good.
Yeah, other than that, I'm good. But that one really bit me in the ass when he did that. I just wanted to beat him senseless when he did that.
Still a family to this day.
I don't even talk to him anymore. My brother pissed me off the last time I met him. Because my brother, he's a carpenter. You know, he frames shit. And I am a lot more technical. When I was younger, I was an electrician for 20 years. And then I switched over to HVAC. Now I am a service technician / installer. He's had technical jobs. He's always been fucking framer. You know, I'm like, your job, I go on the jobs and I see all the Mexicans doing your job. Okay? That's how I see your job. So, yeah, my brother is, he asked me to do some work at his house. And I'm like, I got sick, you know, like the week that he wanted me to do it, and he started fucking with me, sending me texts, are you gonna come out or not, or blah blah, and I was like, look, now I'm sick of your shit. I'm sick, and I don't give a fuck right now, and I've asked you for things in the past, and you have never done a fucking thing for me. I asked you to do something for framing. You don't have the time. You don't want to do it or whatever. But yet, every time I come over to your house, I'm doing a couple of days worth of work for nothing. And you don't even give me any fucking money. You give me like gas money. What the fuck good is that? I wasted 2 days of my time for gas money? Fuck you. I don't ever want to fucking deal with you again. That's how I ended it. I haven't talked to my brother since. And I don't really care. My brother has no positive significance on my life. You know? My brother is just a pain in my ass. That's all he is. And it's simply because I can't explain things to him logically. You know, I tried to explain to him all the things I was doing at his house with the electrical, or all the things that I had done, and he tore apart the back end of his house and wanted me to redo all this stuff and do it different ways. I'm like, you want me to rip down all this fucking beautiful conduit work that I did and do what? I want you to redo it. And then that doesn't make any fucking sense. You know? I was like, I'm done dealing with you. You know? And then he started, well, is it something I can do? I'm all, let's see. You're afraid to change out a switch or a plug. You have never dealt with a conduit bender or conduit. You're just going to start? It took me 5 years to learn how to bend conduit good. You know? Ah. So, you know, it's just the thinking. If he needs to make something fit, he cuts it. If I need to make something fit, I've got to bend it exactly how it needs to be bent and then fit it together. If I'm off at all, I'm fucked and I've got to rebend the piece. Can't just, oh, yeah, okay, I cut a little too much. Let me, I'll throw this in the scrap pile and I'll use it for something shorter, like my blocks in the walls or something. There's no using scrap EMT for anything. You know, if you fuck it up, it goes in the scrap pile. It's trash. So, it's just dealing with people that have no idea, you know? Oh, anyone could do that. I've seen it on those, anyone could do that. Yeah, well, let's see how you do it. And I've had customers that have done shit like that to me. I said, okay, I'm out of here. Peace. Let me know when you need me to come back and fix everything. And sure enough, within a month, I'd get a phone call. Hey, yeah, so we had some problems and we were wondering if you could come out and fix it. I go, you know, I'm going to charge you more to fix it, right? Than if I would have originally put it in. Because I'm probably going to have to take apart everything you did, figure out what you did wrong, and then redo it correctly. So basically, everything you did is just trash. And one client, he got me with, oh, you know, he had a triplex. And he's like, yeah, he wired his unit first when he moved in. Oh, yeah, you did a great job. You do the next unit because they're moving out. Okay, yeah, so I did the next unit. And one last unit that was just a little bit smaller. And I gave him a price on it. And then he throws this at me. I know these Hispanic guys that I met that they said they could do it for this much. And it was like a few $100s cheaper than my price. I was like, okay, well, now let me tell you something. This guy was an accountant, so he's all about the numbers. So if he can save a little bit of money, and yeah, an electrician, he says he's an electrician, right? So he must know what he's doing. But yeah, so why is that a problem? I go, well, most I've ever had working under me. They came in as a helper, not knowing anything about electrical. And within a month, they were trying to do side work. Okay. Well, come Monday, they would come to work and they would come to me and say, hey, I tried doing this side job and I had some problems. And I was wondering if you could come out and fix it. I was like, do you realize how much it's going to cost for you to have me come out and fix it? No, how much is it going to cost me? Well, for you to have me come out and fix it, it's going to cost a few $100s. I only charge the guy a few $100s. I'm not going to make anything. I go, you're not going to make anything and you're going to pay me money that you don't have. Don't fucking sell work if you don't know what you're doing. I go, I didn't start side jobs till, shit, I was a foreman for like 5, 6 years before I even started looking at side jobs. No, fuck you, I don't have the time. I was so busy. And then when I started getting the time, I got to a point where I was like, people just wanted to rip me off because I wasn't licensed. They didn't care that I was a foreman on the company or the company that worked on their homes. They just thought, well, why should I pay you as much as your boss? And you're not having my boss. My boss has already met you and told me that he wanted to deal with you because you're a pain in the ass. And so he sent me over to see if I wanted to deal with you. And now after talking to you and seeing what you're trying to do with me to me on my prices, you can go fuck yourself. Call someone else. You can't talk to me like that. I'm talking to you however the fuck I want to. If you want to rip me off, fuck you. I could give a shit less. I was doing this as a favor.
Right.
And now you're trying to take advantage of that favor. I go, why would I come here to make less money than I make working for my boss? That ain't worth it for me. So I'm fucking out of here. Well, how much do you want to charge me? Well, it's going to be more than double what you want to pay me. Well, I can't afford that. You can afford this fucking $800,000 house and you can't afford $500 to get what you want done? You know, it's fucked up thinking. It's all it is. It's fucked up thinking. I tell them, hey, if you want, I could have one of my helpers come over and do it for you. But then you'll be paying me to fix it. And I go, that's basically what you're going to deal with anyone you call. And sure enough, within 2 weeks, the guy called me back. Yeah, so I had these guys come out and they did some work and they kind of fucked it up. And I'm like, oh, see, I fucking told you. You know my company. We built your fucking house as far as the wiring. Electrical, phone, cable, whole house surround, alarm system. That's all the shit I did on those homes. I'm like, we know our job. You get someone off the street, you don't know what the fuck you're finding. You don't. Find somebody that knows what they're doing and treat them well. If you treat them well, you will be very happy with the end product of anything they do. That's the basis for me with everything. If I even come in contact, or even if I have a customer, this happened to me recently. I had a guy that I was working with that was a project manager. He is an older guy. He retired and tried coming back into work. Of course, a lot of codes have changed. The way things are done with the city have changed. And he would start telling me, oh, I'm going to call for inspection. You're not ready. Well, I already called it in. Inspector'd come out. Hey, you're not ready. Yeah, you're failed. Failed your inspection. And then he tried putting it on me, and I'm like, I told you we weren't ready. Don't fucking throw this on me. Fuck you. I'm not putting up with your bullshit. And he started to try to make it sound like he was in charge of me when I work for myself. And I was like, no, no, no. I am in charge of myself and my time. And he came back with, no, I'm in charge. I said, you know what? You can go fuck yourself. I'm done dealing with you. I'm going to submit my bill, and that's it. I'm done dealing with you. Every time I've told you something, you have done the exact opposite of what I've done. It's cost us more time, more delays. The president of the company that we're at, the actual people we're working for, are getting mad, and you're blaming it on me when it's your fault. And you know how it is when you tell somebody, when you say this, it offends me, and then like right after you say that, they say it again. You ever have people deal with you like that?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I dealt with him. And that was the end of it. I just told you that offends me, and you fucking throw it at me again. Because I have a high IQ. Pretty smart. My IQ, on a bad day, it'll test 178. On a good day, it'll test 182. So I average out as 180 for my IQ. And this guy tells me, you need to focus. I go, are you fucking shitting me? I can focus on like 8 things at the same time, and it won't interfere with what I'm doing right now. Because as I'm doing what I'm doing now, I'm thinking ahead for everything else that I'm doing throughout the day. So that as I'm working, I get a lot done because I'm very efficient. And so I basically get the work done of 2 people by myself in a day. And I'm like, I'm saving you money. I'm bending over backwards to get this stuff done for you. You're telling me to do things that we aren't ready to do yet. So basically, whenever you tell me to do something, I fucking take it and throw it on the back burner because I am the boss. I am my own boss. So you can tell me whatever you want me to do that day, but I've already got my day planned out. And if you fucking tell me to do something different, then you're taking a wrench and throwing it in the engine and waiting to see what's going to happen. And that was too much for him to understand. And so when I explain things very well to people and I get that sort of reaction back, I'm like, okay, you're one of the fucking average people that's like 60 to 80 IQ. You know, please get away from me and leave me alone so I can get work done. Otherwise, all you are is a distraction and you're holding me up. Leave me the fuck alone. And whenever he did leave me alone, a lot of shit got done. A lot of shit. But the problem was he was project manager. I'm working on the job doing HVAC. And because he knows I do electrical, he's like, I need you to wire this up. I'm trying to work on my air conditioning. Well, I need this done. So now instead of going to work with just my HVAC tools, now my car is loaded up with HVAC and electrical. And it was just too much shit to carry, you know? Too much shit to have. And when you're trying to concentrate on one thing and he's worried about something else that's not even your job, then it's just got to be too much. You know, any person can only take so much shit out of any one other person. So I've gotten to a point where I just don't deal with people's shit anymore. It's like in the races. You see someone do something dirty to me, especially if I'm on like this account. Oh my god, I will literally make that race hell for that person. Because most of those people, you know, like you saw, they're all at the back of the race. They're all the fucking slow people. So I pass them all up anyways. Yeah. Yeah. Exciting. Video games are awesome. I just wish everybody that got onto video games had the same mentality. Hey, let's try to actually be good at this game.
Well, I'm gonna go, man.
Alright,
I'll
man.
catch up with you.
Well, you have a good night. I hope some of this information helped in some way.
Did. Some of it did.
Especially all the engine and stuff. I'm sure that all helped a lot.
Let's see if I can grab that wheel tomorrow, though. Then you're gonna have to show me how to Tokyo.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck with that. I can kind of drift a little bit, but I'm not that good at drifting on this. I'm much better in a normal car.
I'll catch up with you.
Alright, peace, man. You have a good night. Good luck getting that wheel. Hope everything goes well.